Three, two, one. Here we are. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means? It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. Live on YouTube. I'm John. Mark and Nick Freeze are on the way. You watch you live on your TV screens on YouTube, X, and Facebook. So make sure if you watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button for Sports4U podcast. Like us on Facebook at Sports4U Podcast. Follow us on X at Sports4U Podcast. And of course, you can follow me at John Watson0984 on X and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at HiAmMark and HiAmMark1 on X. And follow Nick on X and Instagram at 99Gorilla. Obviously, we got a special guest back with us. You saw him with us during our NFC West two-a-days. He's going to be here with us. He's going to be our guest picker. He's going to talk some football and all things sports. My man Antonio Riccone is in the house. Aaron, what's up, man?
Hey, it's good to be back here, Jonathan. Great having me back. Week 3 is in the books. We're already getting to week 4. If you want to follow me on social media, you know where to find me, Antonio DR31 on Instagram. I'm always live tweeting games, Antonio DR. You find if you still use Snapchat, I don't really use it, but Antonio DR31 and Facebook also. And right now the Rams are feeling a little bit, a little positive today rather than the first 2 weeks of the season.
Absolutely. Nick's actually in the chat. He'll be here in a second. Get out of here with that Machado crap. What up, Bella? Good to see you. But yeah, we obviously gonna talk a little NFL. We're gonna talk some college football. Definitely talk some little MLB. It's WNBA right now. The New York Liberty just advanced to the next round of the WNBA playoffs, eliminating the Atlanta Dream. And right now we got game 2. Right now, between the reigning back-to-back WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces and the unanimous MVP Asia Wilson, and the Seattle Storm. If the Aces win, they advance to the next round, and they'll face. If we get a finals rematch with them and the Liberty, and then if the Storm win, we go back to Seattle for a pivotal game game 3 because it's best out of 3, so it's 2 out of 3. So we'll talk about that. But Anthony, how's things been going since the last time you're here? How have things been going with you, brother?
In life, good. Glad it cooled down out here in California. I mean, I don't mind the weather and the heat, but the last month and a half there's been like a crazy heat wave out here. And then you celebrate that with sports and football on Sundays, and that football has kind of like overshadowed everything. Once football hits, you're kind of like good with life and everything. As far as the sports goes, my team, the Rams, they open up, Sunday Night Football against Detroit, the team they lost in the playoffs last year. It was going good until you get that injury with Puka Nacua, and then you have a little some issue. I think before, right when their last show, Ernest Jones probably was already traded. And so the whole first few days before the Rams kicked off, it was like a weird vibe. We all had positive vibes about this team going forward and making another deep run with this core. And then Puka gets injured in the first half, and we had some linemen go down in practice before that. And there was a time we could have won that game, and then we go into Arizona with we could play with these guys. We have a good record against them, and we get demolished. We get shredded. And to me, that was it was like a get right game for Arizona. But after all the years, there's like a whooping that the Rams needed against Arizona for picking on them. And after going down 0-2 and the way we got dismantled, and even Cup played a little bit, he got injured, he got taken out. We just got destroyed. James Conner ran over us. Kyler Murray did what he wanted. The rookie in Arizona, Marvin Harrison Jr., he blew up. Then you're going into week 3, right? And you're kind of thinking, damn, okay, we might go 0-3 against the Frisco team, but they're also injured, right? They're banged up. And I started doing the math. And I said in our episode when I was on there, I was like, you know what, the Niners, they don't have a lot of depth on them. They're like really front loaded. They have a star in every position. And if that star were to go down, there's not much depth after. The Rams, we do have depth, but it's inexperience. But we have enough to provide and maintain our team and to play good football, right? So what happened was, Niners were out Debo, CMC. I think Kittle was out. There was, some defense injuries, right? Against the Rams, who are beaten up. So I feel like it's an even playing field, but even then, Niners are getting like a 6.5 favorite in LA. And the best things you got going for Frisco is probably a healthy offensive line, you got a rookie Jordan Mason, and you got Brock Purdy. And they handled the game on Sunday. I was there. I got Rams season ticket holder, so I was there. Got there, game was already like 7-0, right? And then they're pressing, and the Rams are looking for answers. But we maintained. It's a 60-minute game. We maintained and got the win. Got key offensive plays and special teams. What I started figuring out was that this Niner team is getting older. Like they are getting older, not getting younger. And
Right.
luckily, they got a wide receiver in Juwan Jennings that they probably, like I put this out on Twitter, they probably paid the wrong wide receiver because they gave Brandon Ayuk all this money, but Juwan Jennings has been probably a key for this team that no one's talking about. And I hate to admit it.
University of Tennessee right there, Vol Nation, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shout out to that. I mean, I don't mind the Volunteers. I remember when they beat Florida State in the Fiesta Bowl title.
Yeah, that was the last time. That was the last time we won a national title.
Yeah, that was the last time UCLA was even relevant because that was when they got knocked out by Miami in a makeup game, which I don't like to talk about. But the Bruins could have been in that. Was it the inaugural BCS, right?
Yeah. It was, that was the first year of the BCS because the year before, that was the last year of like the share championship. It was Michigan had won, and I forgot who they shared the championship with. They beat Washington.
Like Nebraska, no?
Yeah, it was Nebraska.
Was it okay?
Well, it was Nebraska because that was the year Michigan beat Washington State in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
of course Charles Woodson went on to win the Heisman and everything. That was like the year that got me into college football because I was a late bloomer to the sport.
Yeah.
And that was in that year because you had him, you had Peyton Manning, you had Ryan Leaf, you had Randy Moss, this iconic Heisman Trophy class, and that was what got me involved. Got me involved in college football, I should say.
Well, the Tennessee team had what? T. Martin and Peerless Price, right?
Yes, Peerless Price. We had Jamal Lewis, Albert Hainsworth.
Al Wilson. Was Al Wilson there or no?
Yeah, Al Wilson was there. Oh my God, no, my boss. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know why Tennessee. I don't know why Tennessee popped. Well, I know. Okay. Well, actually, when I was in high school, I'm old as hell, but I did a.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Right, I'll be 40 on Thursday, so we're in the same club.
All right, okay, we're there. So you were probably a sophomore when this happened, but I think I wrote a like senior projects, right? You had to do like a project before you graduate when you're a senior, which is really ridiculous. So I did like this student athlete little thing, like, hey, student athletes in college sports are, it's a huge issue. Or not an issue. It's a big thing about, hey, because you got to get this academics and play all these games, and you viewed as a pro athlete. I just made a whole big thing about student athletes because I played sports, and Peyton Manning. I remember Jackie Jordan Kersey, all these old school names I threw out there because I was looking at people who stayed in college to pursue like education as well as do well in sports, right? And for some reason, I mentioned Peyton Manning a lot. This is why I was getting into my prime fandom of football. So Peyton Manning, he was one of my favorite college players to watch. Around those days, you still had you had Peter Warwick, you had Ron Dane, you had Lavernius Coles out there, and I was following the UCLA season really hard. And Tennessee was a team that was playing Florida State. Everyone didn't like Florida State; they were just winning too much. And I just remember Tennessee popping off just because it went from Peyton Manning then to T. Martin. I'm like, man, that could have been Peyton Manning, but all right, T. Martin's got the team going. Peerless Price was dope. Florida State with these bad juggernauts that people wanted to knock off, and Tennessee actually did it. And then after that, I couldn't tell you. I probably could tell you who played for Tennessee later. I think the last quarterback that I remember played for had to be somebody named Crompton or Compton. I don't know. It's probably Jonathan Crompton. But that was later, probably 08, 07.
We have Rich Carlson, Eric Ainge, and obviously we had Crompton, then Tyler Bray. We had a bunch of crappy quarterbacks.
But I remember Al Wilson. He just made 20. He was 27. He just made that number in that jersey. It looked just dope. I just remember that. Just for some reason, Tennessee just popped off. To me. So I kind of know a little bit about that. Tennessee basketball, not too sure. I think you guys have Marcus. Swift.
No. To be fair, I only follow Tennessee for football. I'm a North Carolina basketball fan.
Gotcha. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you do that, but that's.
I'm Tar Heels. I'm Tar Heels all day when it comes to basketball. F Duke. I hate the school. I hate the school. I hate that school. So F them. But yeah, I've been a Tar Heel fan. Obviously, Vince Carter, Antoine Jameson. Obviously, all the years we've had these national championship teams under Roy Williams. Obviously, Dean Smith to me is the greatest. But I can't. But I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste see my bias. So, but yeah, it's good. But those are my squads. Let's go ahead and get a little as I'm watching this WNBA game, the Aces are already coasting right now. They're up 17-4 in the first quarter. We've only been 2 minutes into the quarter. Have you followed any of the? How did you follow? Well, first of all, what did you make of the WNBA season as a whole this year? Because all the situation, obviously, a lot of the talks around Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and this whole rookie class, and then now you throw in Asia Wilson just having one of these just dominant seasons, just real dominant seasons, and winning unanimous MVP. Where was your fandom pre Caitlin Clark and post Caitlin Clark with the WNBA?
So I mean, I'm obviously aware of the WNBA, and I'm gonna put out full disclosure. I never paid attention to WNBA. If its highlights are on, yeah, I'll probably catch it. I know a few players, but that's just me being a fan of Kelsey Plum or hey, Elena Della Don. You're kind of watching hey, who's she? What's just you're looking at hey, damn, she's pretty, she's good looking, but that's just weird of me to say that because I don't watch the sports, but I would watch it because I'll say, oh, who's popular, right? But this year, to answer your question, my fandom it started where everyone else did, 90% of America who didn't follow WNBA. It started with the drama between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, her both rookies impacting their presence in the season and with veteran and WNBA players. So it started with we all know. I mean, most of us know that what happened when college basketball with LSU and Iowa. We know the rivalry. So and even in college, women's college basketball, 2 years ago, that I started paying attention there, but not paying attention really following it, but just hey, I'll just click on a page or follow the social media guidelines of who's popping or who's in the news, and
Right.
Obviously the first thing we see, I didn't even know who you hear buzz about Caitlin Clark. Just like you would hear buzz about Kelsey Plummer or Angel Reese in college, and then when the two worlds meet, my first experience was Caitlin Clark doing this thing right here too. I believe it was South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
And then you see what happens in the championship game where Angel Reese is doing this to Caitlin Clark and Caitlin Clark's ignoring it, and that's when it begins, bro. That's where it begins. Then you come out next year. Then you're following that, but not really. Even when the tournament started, because you got all bunch of sports going on right there, like the men's tournaments going on. So you kind of you're aware of it, but you're not following it. And then it gets to the pros, right? And then Caitlin Clark's struggling. After it's when Kennedy Carter for the Chicago Sky, right? We gave her the bump, right? He gave her the bump on the inbound, and to me, when I saw that, I mean, I kind of we all kind of seen rookie, it's not bullying, but hazing or a welcome to the league rookie. So in the process of a play, ball is life, right? When you have the ball and it's live, you could get you could get treated like Isaiah Thomas, you could get treated like Michael Jordan, down the lane or whatever. So when I saw that play, she's waiting for the inbound and Kenny Carter comes from behind and kind of nails her. To me, that's that. I don't mind the physicality, but to me, I just thought that was like a cheap shot because it's like a quarterback after he throws a pass and then you get a couple steps and you nail him, or the whistle's kind of blown dead and you nail any other player in the field. So that's why I noticed it, and then I was like, I'm not gonna keep watching all these Indiana Fever games. I gotta watch all these games and see if they're treating her right. It's just, damn, that shit was crazy. So I guess let's just keep going on what happens next. And then there's the flopping on Caitlin Clark's part, whether she takes a charge or not, or on the screen. So to me, that part was interesting because, and who knows? Like I said, I don't watch WNBA. That could be going on to every other rookie for every other year that the WNBA has been in season, right? But since it happened to a high profile rookie like this, and then with the advance of social media, it creates a bigger buzz. If this happened 10 years ago, maybe 15, because Twitter was still live, you get that play on ESPN. You won't get it live on Instagram or Twitter right away, where people's going. It'll go in highlights. People will talk about it, and then it's over. And also when we throw in the race factor, it just creates a bigger buzz. It blew up. Both players are really great. And even then, I still kind of like it died down for me, it died down during the Olympics. And then when it came back, it's kind of like honestly, the Olympics kind of mess up the whole momentum if you're a WNBA fan, because you just kind of maybe you forgot to tune back in. I mean, that's just me.
Well, let me ask you this: since you went there, because obviously there's with the Olympics going to be in our illustrious city of Los Angeles in the next in 2028, and there's talk about obviously flag. We all know flag football is going to be incorporated, because we know that there are professional flag football players, and who knows if some NFL players might want to be involved just to say they competed in the Olympics, and then this talk about maybe bringing baseball to the Summer Olympics, and that would get put on hold for the end of this, for like near the final month of the season. What would be your thoughts on that? Since you talked about the momentum that was halted with the W.
So I think that all those ideas are good. The WNBA, if you want to start there, because that's a tricky situation, because the players there, from what I've read, is that they obviously don't make a lot of money as NBA players. They play overseas in the off season to make extra money income, because there's not many games. So they kind of need they want to make as much money they can and capitalize on their prime of their youth, right, or their age. So if you're the WNBA, I know the Olympics will dangle that in front of the ladies or the women to play in the sport and give them more money, But you're also sacrificing your future if there's an injury, right? So they probably would be more enticed to take that money and play and support, do what they did this season, right, and get that extra cash to grow the sport and everything. And plus, you got to represent. It's in the United States, and then obviously in LA, one of the second best market out here besides New York. I think if the pros there in the WM will actually go for it and make some extra money, and they want to be known for that,
Yeah.
But if we go to baseball, they're already making a lot of money. You're probably gonna get some. You probably get some college people or minor leaguers who could play Team USA in baseball. And football, trust me, the pros are not even playing the Pro Bowl. They're not gonna do the Olympics if it's flag football. The only time the football players will get involved is kind of like if it's a dream team scenario. Like, okay, other countries are whooping their ass in flag football. We're not having it. We're going to bring our guys. We're going to bring the pros out here. So I think that'll be a more collegiate thing for flag football if they want to stand out. And I think that it'll work that way for the men's. The NFL players aren't going to step up unless we get like really dumped on, if that's the case by other countries.
All right, great. Mark's in the building. What up with it? Got my Mark, got Antonio. Nick will be here in a second. Shout out to Mafia Members Podcast in the building.
Bills Mafia, stand up. You heard? in
the building, obviously. Nice victory for the Mafia last night, as they took care of business and back at the crib against the Jaguars. They are Jags, just a bunch of guys, because they weren't on football players last night. But yeah, we was just talking with Mark. Obviously, is joining the show now. We talked about obviously what's going on with the WNBA. Obviously, the Liberty, they've advanced to the next round. They take out the Dream in 2 games. Looks like the Aces are coasting right now against the Thunder. I'm sorry, the Storm. Oh. Sorry, apologies, Seattle. That was not a slight. I'm sorry, Seattle. Shout out and right now they're up 13, and the Aces win this game. They'll meet the Liberty in the semis, who get a rematch of the WNBA Finals from last year. Obviously, there's the unanimous MVP in Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, unanimous Rookie of the Year, and was, by the way, made all WNBA first team.
True.
And you can see again, Mafia Members Pod in the building. They're the best team in the league. So shout out to the Mafia Members Podcast. Go subscribe to their podcast on YouTube and all streaming platforms. We was talking about obviously with the WNBA, and I asked Tonio because he basically he's getting acclimated to how things are now post Caitlin Clark. You've already been watching the W before that. Now that we got a full season with the Caitlin Clark experience, what's next?
They have to build off this, man. They got the W has a lot of momentum right now, and they have to build off this and keep putting out good product, entertaining product. You know what I'm saying, and then and embrace the new movement that's coming in because it's not stopping there. Like next year, Paige will be in there. In a couple of years, we're gonna have Juju. It's a lot of players that's coming up soon as a cause a lot of excitement, and hopefully this is the stone we're gonna start building from here.
So I heard something today on Nation earlier. I don't know if you heard it today, Antonio. They was talking about obviously with the promotion with Caitlin Clark. The WNBA did a promo commercial for the playoffs with ESPN because ESPN is the official home of the WNBA playoffs and the WNBA finals. It was a video. I mean, it was a rap. It was a song. It was Flo Millie, Sweetie. And what they did was they took a member from each team that's repped in the playoffs. And with the WNBA, I mean, with the Fever, they didn't use Caitlin Clark. They used the Leah Boston. And I'm not trying to make this a Caitlin Clark stand thing. We're not going to go there. But there's been a lot of talk even now, and when we heard about this when the start of the season started, that she didn't get a signature shoe release because they wanted to make sure Asia Wilson's got hers first, which she did. Is this I mean, I called out Michael Thompson on calling out names on Friday, Antonio, about putting, or Tuesday or Friday, about thinking that Caitlin Clark should be WNBA just because she got the money up. No, when you see what Asia Wilson is doing, we're talking about arguably the greatest player in the league. Not women's basketball. Be clear. The league.
Yeah.
Because the greatest women's basketball player never played in the WNBA. But since the WNBA's been in existence, she might be up. She's definitely then made Mount Rushmore. So as Kelsey Plum just drove to the basket. But are the WNBA's missing the mark trying to make sure that they don't oversaturate the Caitlin Clark market, or was this like are they still dropping the ball?
No, I think they trying to do a good job of mixing it up because Caitlin Clark was drawing a lot of people here, a lot of new people here, but it's also a lot of fantastic players that's already been playing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in the league, we already have a bunch of really great players. So, we go build off Caitlin Clark and then show off Asia Wilson. We go show off Kelsey Plum. We go show off Stewie. We go show off Sabrina. You know what I'm saying?
They chose Sabrina over Stewie by the commercial, by the way.
Well, Sabrina might be more,
right,
marketable.
Okay.
So
she doesn't overshoot.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It's to me, it's not about who it is. It's about us getting the faces out there and making these players household names.
I agree. So we got Tony here. We was talking a little. Obviously, we're just talking about this with the W, and obviously tomorrow the Fever they play the Sun, and obviously, a loss tomorrow and their season is over. I want to switch over to baseball. What up, PPG? Obviously, let me be correct. Antonio, you're an Angels fan, right?
Actually, Indians or Cleveland Guardians.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So the thing about me is, so I mean, long story short, the reason why I'm an Indians fan, or I still call them Indians every now and then, but
you're not alone.
Yeah. I grew up on my first baseball little league team was the Indians, right? And I was like in the early '90s, and then I like that. That was fun. Major League, the movie came out. I was like, oh, that's my team, and then I started watching them play. And like, man, they really are losers, and they don't win nothing. So I just kind of stuck with them. That's my squad. But I mean, I'm a big time sports fan, and like all the West Coast teams. It might sound weird, but I root for the Dodgers. I root for Anaheim. I live in Anaheim right now. I've been living there for 14 years. Grew up in Downey. Lived out in Norwalk, and I moved around all city of LA areas. But I root for those teams. But my teams at heart are the Indians, or Guardians, Indiana Pacers. I root for them ever since Reggie Miller and New York Knicks, and obviously the Rams, right? So, but I kind of I hope these teams do well. Like even hockey, Kings, Ducks. That's fine. USC. I know it's cultural out here for college football, but if USC is playing somebody, I want them to represent the West Coast, and UCLA Bruins. So I don't really get even the Clippers or Lakers. I root for those guys. I'm a fan for them, but I'm not gonna go to battle for those. But I do talk about Angels in our group, in our community, because that's local, and I live like 5 minutes from the stadium. I go to like 6 games a year, so I'm in tune with the Angels. I've been to Dodger games too. Parking sucks, traffic sucks to get out there. It's just not even worth it. Definitely not going out there for a bobblehead doll. So, but I do root for those teams. But actually the Indians or the Guardians are my team. But I do hope the Angels do well.
All right, so let's get my man Nick Freeze in the building. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore what his name says, but that's just total blasphemy to say that person's name in this city. You in the bathroom?
No, I'm in our room.
All right, I was
actually on the double time already, huh?
So I was asking Antonio about his baseball team. He's an Indians fan, because you are an Angels fan. So I'm gonna ask you guys this. Obviously, all the talk this season so far, obviously we know the MVPs: Ohtani, Aaron Judge. If you can only choose one going forward, because they're both pretty much around the same age, who are you taking and why? I'll start with you, Mark. Ohtani, Aaron Judge. You can only build your team around one.
No, Ohtani. I think what he's shown this year is next level. I think is a step above Aaron Judge. And then once he completely get healthy again, he might be in the running for Cy Young, like I said in the last show. So, you get that, you get a mixture of both of them. It's like never mind. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ohtani.
Tonyo, what you think? You only have one, you only build your baseball team around one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm with him. I'm gonna take Ohtani because he's got a lot more tools in his bag he's able to use, and he's not able to pitch this year. But at some point, Aaron Judge hitting home runs. He probably doesn't have as many stolen bases. He could be clutching the outfield, but what Ohtani's doing when he's at the plate, when he's on the bases, and whether he wants to break the record or not of stolen bases and home runs or increase that, he's able to do it at will, it seems like. So if he wants to do it, he could do it. Nothing against Aaron Judge. He's a big-time slugger. He got 60 home runs a couple years ago. He might do it again this year. And it's hard to, I don't think it's kind of a hard choice, but I'll take Ohtani right now because he could probably if he downgrades the next 4 or 5 years, he'll still be hitting like 40 home runs. He might steal some bases, but you don't need to rely on those. But he'll as far as we know, he'll be able to give you 2 or 3 years of good pitching. And what the Dodgers need is pitching, right? They've always kind of failed at getting those arms, or they've had bad luck with injuries, right? And the hitting is monstrous, obviously. So he's gonna, if without Ohtani this year, and he took that Mookie Betts injury and all the other injuries that Dodgers had, Ohtani kind of kept this team they almost lost the division lead a month ago. They almost did, but see, he won this tear and brought him back up. Even though it's still the division lead is about like 2 or 3 games, without Ohtani's numbers and the protection that he gives other players, and even Teoscar Hernandez, he kept this team afloat. They'd probably be losing the division like they did, or lose a division and then be struggling to make the playoffs. So I'll take Ohtani.
And you, Mr. Nick Freeze.
Ohtani, just off the versatility alone, the pitching aspect, he could be one of the best. He could be a top 5 pitcher in the league and be a top 5 hitter in the league. And the stolen bases, everything is just like you said earlier. It's more tools in the bag.
I agree.
Even though he a buster.
And obviously that's the Angels fan and Nick Freeze talking.
And he a lawyer.
Let's go.
Oops, hold on.
And a cheater?
Then, all right, let's go ahead and go over to the football side of things. Start with on the college side. obviously, my Tennessee Vols had a good weekend. First conference game, and we welcomed the Sooners to the conference well. We got that dub. Probably that was the best defense I've seen in the Josh Heupel era. Went back to the crib, obviously, where he was an All-American, Heisman runner-up, national champion quarterback under Bob Stoops, and got that W. We all know how it didn't end well. But he was an assistant under Bob Stoops for 8 years, and they fired him. And Mike Norvell's only brother, and obviously they brought in Lincoln Riley, and we all know where that went from there. Nick, let's go to you.
Yes.
Obviously, Mark had a bye this week, but let's go to you guys. Y'all first game in the Big Ten against Michigan, and what a game it was. Obviously, unfortunately, not the result you wanted. But what did you take from USC's first game in the Big Ten going to the Big House last Saturday?
Leading up to the game, I said that the one thing I wanted, well, even leading up to the season, I said, how is USC going to compete against, the physicality of the top-notch guys in the division? And, winners figure out a way to win, and their game plan worked. Even when we slowed it down, it still ended up working. So it wasn't really – we need to figure out a couple of things, but I like the fact that we were able to show that we're not going to get steamrolled in this conference by the top dogs.
So you guys got Wisconsin, but what was how did you guys feel that some people say that Lincoln Riley kind of lost the game with some of his play calling and going down the end of the game? What was your thoughts on that?
Here's what it came down to. Michigan at the end, no matter how you feel about Michigan is still the defending champs. They're what they do is in their DNA. They've rushed the ball for 40 plus times for the past 3 games. Running the ball is what they're going to do. You have to figure out a way to stop it. We thought we had something figured out for a minute because at one point they had like less than 20 rushing yards for like a quarter and a half. But when it mattered, what happens? We gave up a big run, gave up another big run, and they ran the ball in for a touchdown. And their defense for sure did their thing in that game. I still think that the deciding factor was that pick 6, because at that point, Michigan's crowd was getting out of it. It was, USC had just scored back-to-back, and then you did something to give them hope. Even though we scored the next possession, they had hope. They didn't have no hope before that point because the offense hadn't been doing anything, and the defense just gave up back-to-back touchdowns. So at that point, and we was making a good drive, a pick 6 happens, reignites everything. The hope comes back. And, and for a team that's that good, even though they have one loss, for a team that's that good at that caliber, all they need is for something to bring them right back. And that's what happened. You can't make mistakes in those situations. That pick 6 cannot happen, none whatsoever. Even if we don't score on that drive, we're still up by 10 points. Matter of fact, I think it was by more than that at that point. So it's like, it's little things like that. That's the way, that's what Mark used to say, winners figure out a way to win. And that was definitely one of those situations. But I'm not mad at USC in the way they competed. Not mad at it at all.
I think y'all showed a good effort, good game, period, because y'all ain't lost on that final drive. So y'all first game in the Big House in almost 60 years, and first game in the Big Ten. I thought it was a good game, and obviously Michigan stuck with their known was, and that was running the ball, and they're not going to play pretty on Smash Mouth. And USC adjusted. Now, obviously, that was probably the first game D'Anton Lynn didn't have, didn't pitch a perfect game on defense, but with respect, you're playing the national champs. Let's go to you, Antonio. For those who don't know, tell people who your college squads are.
Oh, good.
All right, so my college teams is UCLA. That's the main team I root for. Those are colors I support. Basketball and football. Although before you make jokes, I know we're not a football school. I just root for those guys. But Being a college fan in the West Coast, I know it's cultural. Like I said earlier, when USC comes up in these big games or anytime, I kind of root for them because in college football anyway, you want to have a strong conference. You want strong co-counsel in your conference so that you have your conference is stronger, right? So we need USC to do good. We need Arizona to do good back then, and Washington, Oregon. So when I was watching this USC game, I saw the first half. I dabbled a bit in the second half. I noticed early, USC was losing the field position battle, and Michigan was getting after these guys, and the quarterback didn't have a lot of time to throw, right? And Michigan was running the ball. They weren't, was it Orgy? Texting my other group chat friends who's a Michigan guy. He's like, Michigan's going to have to throw the ball if they want to win. I'm like, Michigan may not have to throw the ball because they're doing everything on the ground and on defense to keep USC to go like 70 yards the whole time. And once the field position flips in USC's favor, they might have a shot. And that's what made it a great game because you mix in a former Pac-12 powerhouse, a national champion, a historical team in USC. You don't get this game all the time, and now we're probably going to get it every other year, right? And this is a great thing for college football. So they're going to the big house. You got a backup quarterback. You just named the starter with that Monday. And you got all these players that are leaving Michigan, all the experience out the window. So you're like, okay, let's see if they're still tough. They got boat raced against Texas. They win their next game. And you're like, okay, and USC's doing good. They beat LSU. They whoop on Utah State, so they get a bye, and all right, they got some rest before going to the big house. Like this is gonna be a slugfest, and it turned out to be that, And I knew that USC was gonna drop down that far anyway because they're on the road. They're going to a ranked team, right? National champion, defending, like my man said. So I think that it's a good test considering everybody thought USC was not USC. Especially UCLA, any team's going to the Big Ten is going to have a hard time against the big boys in the Big Ten. So I think that it's a great experience. As far as breaking down the game in the second half, I didn't go back to that, but I saw the score. And the fact that Michigan had to win the game at the end at home means that USC still had the game. It's just pretty much the last team that had the ball was going to take this win. And I'm excited to see what USC goes forward. And also Michigan, because we're gonna see if they just get up for a home game against USC to bring the visitors down, or if USC is the real deal. So it's early in the season, and let's get it going.
I do for USC. This Michigan game was big, but I think this Wisconsin game might be bigger than the Michigan game only because you getting up to play against Michigan. That's a big game for you. Wisconsin is a team that we look at on paper, USC should win.
Right.
But like I was telling Nick and the physicality that some of these big teams play with, I think styles make fights. That's why I say this is gonna be. I want to see this Saturday. This is gonna be a big game for SC.
I think it's gonna be
even though they come to the Coliseum, and I still think got SC winning, but just for the fact that it's not a big game, you know what I'm saying?
So it feels like a trap game, or is it just the strength of the Big Ten that's going to wear on you?
I can't say a trap game because it's the strength of the Big Ten. Yeah, like you will see I think the difference in week to week them playing Big Ten teams versus 1 week you might play against Oregon, then you might play against like a Colorado State, or you might, what I'm saying? Is you play up and down like that. But when you play against a bunch of teams that's physical, I want to see how USC adapts to that. That's the part of it. I know they can play with Michigan. I know they can play with Penn State. I know they can play with Ohio State. I want to see how they can week to week. Yeah.
Because then you'll play like USC's used to a fast game. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
I'm still annoyed that we saw the Apple Cup in week 3.
Right.
It still annoyed me.
Yeah, you had the Apple Cup, you had the Backyard Brawl, then you had the Civil War. I'm like, dude, they just destroyed everything for late in the season.
I hated it. What up, Christy? What up, KC? KC, gotta get you on, brother. Gotta hit you up, man.
Hey, just take the L before y'all see my squad, Miami.
We ain't on ACC. Well, Fat ain't in the chat yet. He ain't in the chat yet, but Florida State can't say nothing right now.
Did Florida State win Saturday? They beat Cal?
Yeah, they did. They did beat Cal. That was Cal's first loss. Florida won also. They beat Mississippi State, but so did Texas A&M. They still fired Jimbo Fisher after that. But I love what my boys did, and I think we got some good games. We'll talk about obviously the biggest game is going down in prime time with this guy's squad, Georgia versus Bama in Tuscaloosa. Mark, obviously rematch of the SEC championship, so I know
Nick Saban not there, right?
he'll be there.
No,
yeah.
Nick Saban not coaching, right?
No,
we got a chance to win.
No, yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there. College game day. That's where college game day is. He'll be there. He'll be there on the sideline.
As long as he's not coaching, we got a chance to win.
No, he'll be on the sideline, but not with a play sheet. He'll be watching the game with McAfee and Reese Davis probably. KC said UGA better smoke Bama.
I don't know about smoke, but they definitely could beat them.
No, UGA just better have more points than Bama.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Point for all I care.
Okay, Sam asked, "What's all the talk with Florida coach Napier possibly being terminated?"
Because Florida looking bad this year.
They stink. They're not going to terminate him during the season.
Y'all talk about that amazing game with Colorado?
Well, yeah, we'll get there. We're about to get there right now, Chrissy. But to answer Sam's question, they're not firing Billy Napier. I know Josh wants to fire Josh and our boys, Josh and James want to fire, but they're not firing him. They're not firing him yet. It'll be the end of the season.
End of the season. He'll make it through the season, depending.
Yeah, I think he'll make it through the season. And obviously, the names you're already hearing.
He already said he don't want to coach there.
Who's that?
The other coach they had before.
Well, not
Yeah, he said he don't want to coach there.
Well, I wasn't gonna say him, but I did hear his name that was brought up. But Lane Kiffin right now, Ole Miss is a top 5 team. What up, Sap? Okay, Sap. We get okay, Sap. You take a victory lap right now with the Vikings.
That's hate.
That is hate.
They won. Sap hit me up Monday. I was like, man, I told you about the Vikings. I was like, man, he's right. All right, it's still weak, it's still early, but obviously now, and you hope Sam Darnold is okay. And you hope Sam Darnold is okay because I'm just speaking facts, man. But I'm trying to think who's the other guy that felt that they reported could be interested in the job for Florida. But one name that did come up was Lane Kiffin, leaving Ole Miss. Yeah. But to Chrissy's question about that Colorado game in Baylor, good game. I still say that cornerback number 8 should be walking back to Waco. So should that running back too.
Running back.
The running back that fumbled in the end zone.
That was a great defensive play. Don't do him like that. That was a great defensive play.
Hey man,
don't do that.
I'm not
don't do that.
Travis was good.
No,
protect the ball.
That's the guy that should be winning the Heisman this year. No, we're not going to do that.
Protect the ball. You got one job as a running back. Protect the ball.
And he did until that dude punched it out.
It shouldn't have been there. That shouldn't even happen. Whoever number 8.
No, it shouldn't have. I agree.
Whoever number 8 for Baylor is, gotta take off that number. That's disrespecting Kobe.
There we go. Ohtani solo shot already. Let's go.
Double.
He did what? He did a solo shot?
He did a solo shot on only Ohtani.
How many TVs you got on, Jonathan?
What'd you say?
How many TVs you got? You got WNBA TV and a baseball TV on?
I went to the Dodgers game. I just went to the Dodgers game.
Gotcha.
He's going back and forth
right now.
Yeah,
relax, Nick.
Oh, like R. Kelly.
Problem.
That cornerback from Baylor, I'm with John. He should have been walking home.
He walked back to Waco, dog. Like Nick said, I'll give cornerback a little slack because Travis Hunter made one heck of a play. And I wish defensive coaches teach players that. You don't have to just punch the ball out the dude's hands. You don't have to go ahead and always make the big play with the tackle. If you punch the ball out the dude's hands, because you can tell the guy ain't protecting it, go ahead. And what Travis Hunter did was defense was number one. You punch the ball out the dude's hand because he didn't have it protected right. And next thing, yeah, Sapp in here wilding, man. You see Sapp in here wilding in the comments, right?
Did you have Baylor winning?
Nah, I didn't care. I was too locked into Tennessee, Oklahoma I went back and watched the game during overtime.
But we all,
I did have Baylor win that game, though.
We all picked Baylor to win that game.
I probably would do the same,
So
but Colorado's 3-1. You know, I mean, are they legit 3-1 or
No.
They were 3-1 last year. They won last year too.
They haven't played nobody yet. Everybody, let's remember that.
Breaking news. We got some breaking news into the chat.
What?
Christy
Lord!
Officially found a college football team.
Was she a Texas fan?
It was either that or South Carolina.
And two girls on the clock.
No, Mark.
Dude, what's wrong with this dude, man?
What? Letting Chris? All right. Never mind. Yeah, that was a great throw. What would everybody keep talking about? We keep forgetting about that throw from Shedeur.
Good throw.
That is an elite throw. And I was explaining to him, going to your left, not getting your feet set, and it's just like a flick of the wrist, and he threw it 50 yards, 60 yards.
Yeah.
And the only place he can put it. That's crazy, though. That's a great throw. That's an elite throw right there.
Yeah, like you said, the cornerback. That cornerback, man. You did he pulled a Raheem Moore, Nick.
Nah.
He got to take 8 off. That's disrespecting Kobe.
Hey, dog, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was trash. Like, I ain't seen something that bad in a long time from a corner. That was terrible.
I just gave it. I have.
You said we
Never mind. I know y'all talking about my fault. My fault.
RP Kobe Jones, but Raheem Moore, and RP to his grandmother, Miss Sheila. I know his grandmother. But
that was a safety, John. That wasn't a corner,
Moore, man. Still, I don't care. You have one assignment. Don't let the dude get behind you. Pause.
That's crazy. He caught that between number 8 and 24.
That was not a Hail Mary. He threw that on the road.
John,
are you talking about
the Broncos safety in that playoff game?
Yeah.
Yes,
your boy from UCLA. I knew his grandmother, God rest her soul. I mean, that
was terrible coverage because he kept sidestepping and he wasn't taking off like a full sprint to the end zone. He was sidestepping or like lateral stepping when Jacoby Jones, right? When he went past them, like he was not even turning around a full sprint to get that ball, and he kept gliding back to the end zone, and like, dude, he's smoked. And hey, I really, I'm a Peyton Manning fan, obviously, so I needed Denver to win that game. So,
By the way, Sam, that wasn't Steve Smith. They had to correct that video. That wasn't Steve Smith. Steve Smith was at the NFL Network when that situation happened with him when that video was leaked. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even at the UFC fight. So they cleared that up. That wasn't Steve Smith Sr.
Chrissy says she's going to make her only case video. She'll be back.
Hey, yo!
What?
She said she
got to record. My fault.
She said she got to make her own ball dropping video?
No, she's saying she's telling Sapp she wants Sapp on the pod. But Sapp said that was a great scheme by Pat Shermer. All right, let's go to the NFL. But like I said, but real quick, before we get there, final words before we go there. Mark, something's wrong with you, dog. So, only K sounds nice too. Oh, okay. Yo, shut up.
Simply K.
So Wisconsin, 12:30. Obviously, Bama, Florida. Y'all at
who? Don't watch him up.
Bama, Georgia.
Watch him
Whoa.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Don't disrespect Georgia like that.
Bama and Georgia, 4:30 prime on the Saturday night game on ABC.
What time are we going to eat for your birthday?
We'll be probably there about
crazy, dog.
About 7. We got there about 7, 8 o'clock. We good. And then Oregon is playing. USC is playing Oregon at 8 o'clock at the Rose Bowl.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
Wait, this week?
Y'all played an 8 o'clock game this year already. Nick, what? Is this cool? Are y'all cool with this?
That's the Big Ten shit.
Yeah, they're playing because they're Big Ten. They're playing games now at 8 o'clock. They're playing
Oregon's at
Oregon
UCLA.
at the Coliseum. UCLA, Oregon.
Chris said, John, she said she's gonna bring you her cake.
Looking forward to it. You got 48 hours. Well,
Wait. She said
no,
8
48
cake, not
hours.
her cake, Mark.
I know what you said.
My bad.
Same
difference.
This dude is a savage.
Same difference.
48 hours. I'll be joining the 40 club. So, yeah,
you can put on in 48 hours.
Nah, I ain't say that. I ain't say that 40 club. I said the 40 club, not 40s club. Not the 40s club. Not the 40s club. I said the 40. Singular. I ain't joining. No, I ain't joining no 40s club. You ain't crazy. No disrespect to Sean Jackson, but I'm just saying.
Is the dark side over there?
Yeah,
holy shit!
Is that only? Yo, you stupid. You stupid, Nick. Let's get to NFL. All right, man. And we got a guy who's a season ticket holder who was live reporting from SoFi. But we'll get to that as we go over these picks.
Oh, Antonio! Later on this year, I'm coming to your stadium.
Which game?
December 8th. The Bills come.
Oh, you
Bills.
Just leave. We still have broken tables left over, so you're good. You're welcome. When you guys were there 2 years ago.
Tony's a Rams fan and a season ticket holder. And he's a
that was crazy.
So we're gonna definitely talk about everything he saw inside that sea of red that was in SoFi.
And this Bills team looks a little more scary than the one 2 years ago. Actually,
told y'all.
Well, let Josh Allen. He said he got players not worried about stuff.
What's funny about Josh Allen is like he's, they talk about him turnover machine. This dude has no interceptions so far, and I'm hoping to maybe flip that.
Lay, that is savagery. What she just put in the comments.
What? Oh, Mark coming in the stadium is wild. If you go,
in whose stadium?
That's wild.
Maybe a double entendre.
All right, let's go to these games, brothers. All right, let's start with Thursday night.
Get out of here. Leave.
Stupid, man. Sorry, Nick. This dude's wild, man.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
Thursday night, we had the Jets 24-3 over the Patriots. So Aaron Rodgers played his first full game against inside MetLife Stadium. And
let me give it to Mark there.
So
that was a boring game.
That obviously,
the game was terrible.
Yeah, they did bring Drake May in garbage time, but my guy Jerome Mayo still saying he's still going to stay with Jacoby Brissett at quarter. So,
John, you picked the Jets. Me and Nick picked the Pats. Lay picked the Jets. Casey picked the Jets. T picked the Jets. So I get everybody pick the Jets on purpose too.
Okay.
All right.
It happens. All right. Next game, my Broncos. Let's go. Finally get on the winning board. Getting 26-7 victory over your brothers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shout out to Nip. Shout out my man Deacon Hines at church. Man, all other Tampa Bay fans. Oh, Jared, my guy. I haven't talked to you in a minute, but
Broncos.
Antonio, this is a question. This comment's for you from our girl Lay out in El Centro.
Broncos.
But we won. Defense was playing good.
El Centro, like San Diego area?
Yeah.
I spent some time down there. I spent some time down there. Not in El Centro, but San Diego. When I was stationed in the military, 32nd Street, 2001, 2007. 619 is where I used to, roam around those days.
Were you Tony during that time?
No. It was another name.
I hear that, brother. All right, next game.
Shout out to El Centro, though.
Yeah, shout out to Centro. Shout out to Nipple Central. Next game.
You said the Mexican game?
No. Steelers, they defeat the Chargers 20-10. I love the 619.
I love the 6-9 one time too. You said Pittsburgh and Chargers?
Yeah, and the Steelers won 20-10.
John, you picked Pittsburgh. Me and Nick picked the Chargers. Of course, Late picked the Chargers. Case that pick
I can't believe I picked the sorry ass Chargers to win this damn game.
And Justin Herbert leaves with a re-aggravating that high ankle sprain, and there's no word if he's going to play Sunday.
Buffalo might eclipse Seattle. I mean, Cincinnati. Yes, we'll see.
We'll see. It's still early, Sam, but but they're looking pretty dominant. All right, this was
the game that I was. The hell?
Let me find a comment. I gotta find a comment from Sap. Sap just went wild when he saw during this game.
The Texans versus the Vikings.
The Vikings won 34-7.
That's the first game you lost.
Yes, CJ Stroud, boy, man, you really let a brother down, man.
Hey, that's the first game John lost. Nick, that's the first game me and you won. That's crazy.
Yo, Sap, this was Sap said he was doing when the Vikings won.
What?
I don't know. Sap is wild, man.
Yeah, honey on the chest.
Hey,
Sap wild.
That honey on the chest is hilarious.
Like he had a jar of honey or what?
Yep. I guess so.
I don't know how he got to the honey on the chest, but that's the saying he say. They got honey in their chest, torquing it up. That's crazy.
Well, it has to be a DMV thing. Shout out to the DMV.
Is it a pack?
That's
stuck together.
That's insane.
I'm gonna rub honey on my chest right now and get the Padres going.
And they're gonna be the Padres get going.
She about to rub honey on her chest. She about to rub honey on her chest and get a daddy going.
Stupid.
Is she talking about? Never mind.
You stupid. Eagles versus the Saints.
Nick,
what up, JT? Good to see you, my brother Marks with the Mike podcast in the building. Shout out to the bros.
What up, JT?
The Eagles beat the Saints 15-12.
John, you picked the Eagles. Me and Nick. You know what? Every time me and you pick the same pick, we both lose, dog.
I don't like that.
Same thing. Everybody picked the Saints. The Saints had 2 good games. Huh?
Yo, KC, that's a wild comment.
Your Eagles make it hard? Oh, make it look hard.
KC. Hey, yo. All right, next game.
I didn't know Birds had. Never mind.
Relax. Packers, Titans, the Malik Willis revenge game. Packers won 30-14.
John, you picked the Packers. Nick picked the Packers. I picked the Packers.
The Titans are trash.
By the way, coaching truly matters.
It doesn't.
Malik Willis, it does.
No.
The simple fact that before Greenwich put that elementary offense in the game, and the Titans are still that garbage enough not to stop it, says a lot about.
What was the key word? The Titans are garbage.
By the way, I don't know if y'all saw the news on the waiver wire now. They're going effective how the records are currently, not how they went from the previous draft.
What do you mean?
So basically, say you the worst team in the league right now, you get first bid on any player that gets waived.
Wait, and what?
The NFL.
Get the fuck out of here. Or go ahead. That's stupid.
So say if the Raiders had the worst record in the NFL, y'all get the first.
That's hate.
Get the first chance to claim a player. Malik Willis still trash.
I can't wait till we get the Raider game.
So if the Raiders are the worst, they waived Devontae Adams, they could get him back. Is that what you're saying?
No. Say if they waived Devontae Adams, whoever is the team that's next after the Raiders, they get first claim.
I was joking.
That's hate.
Yeah.
I want to let everybody know that.
Next game, the Giants beat the Browns 21-15.
Everybody picked the Browns, so we can just skip that game.
Yeah. Well, of course, we picked the Browns for another reason, not the team. Colts beat the Bears 21-16.
Nick.
The Bears.
Good shit. Me and you picked the Colts.
Way to go, Caleb.
Caleb bought though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that wasn't Caleb's fault.
It wasn't his fault that Shane Waldron and Eberflus don't know what the hell they doing.
Hey, dog, they showed one play where they caught a run play on 4th and 1, and within 1 second, all 5 offensive linemen was on the ground.
By the way, who keeps the football on that Caleb Roman Dunze touchdown?
Who? What?
You know, Caleb's first touchdown pass was to Roma Dunze.
The quarterback.
The quarterback gets the ball.
So Caleb finally threw 2 touchdowns this game, right?
Say it again.
Oh yeah, he did throw 2 touchdowns that game.
But these are Caleb's first touchdowns, right? This week, first ones.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, quarterback.
Casey said Mel Kiper might be right. Outlaw the 2 high safeties. No, wait. Learn how to adjust offense. If they don't want to give you the outside, learn how to work. Learn how to
middle, huh, John?
Play within the hashes.
Whoa.
Play within the asses.
H-A-S-H-E-S. Stu need a hearing aid, man.
I'm about to go play.
Dog, I ain't gonna lie. I heard the same thing. That's why I was like, wait, what did I just hear?
Dog, I'm sitting right next to him and I heard that.
No, y'all heard wrong. All right, next game. Yeah, exactly, Casey. It is the Panthers versus the Raiders, 36-22. In the Andy Dalton's first game as a starter.
Only person who picked the Panthers
Was Lay.
Ain't that something?
Hey, can the Raiders just trade Devontae Adams?
So she just picked the
No.
He's fucking up my fantasy football league.
Well,
my bad.
He's not messing up. It's what you call it. It's them not giving him the ball.
Well, I think
gotta blame the quarterback. Blame the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, Minshew's not doing too bad there. He's not. They just need more weapons. Minshew's not doing too bad there.
How many weapons do we need?
Well, they need more weapons. Well, they have Bowers. They need no. Not going to make a move for another player.
We need another pass rusher on the other side of Max Crosby because Max Crosby played hurt, and it was blatantly obvious because there was no pass rush. That's the reason why Andy Dalton's able to serve up our secondary the way he was. Our secondary is built off of us being able to play a certain zone because our our pass rush gets to the quarterback. There was no pass rush, so our defensive scheme went to shit immediately, and they made no adjustments.
I'm just lost how they could go into Baltimore and just dominate, and then they go to Carolina, and that's what happens. You want
to know the difference? Look at Max Crosby's stats. That is the difference.
Those stats can't be put on paper.
Oh nah, they need somebody on the other side because Tyree Wilson got hurt, and it was just terrible after that. It was terrible. We need Malcolm Kuntz, somebody.
The Dodgers, just remember, the Dodgers only win 2 games, and they win the division. So it don't gotta be.
Y'all still gotta win them 2 games.
We gotta win. We got Colorado the final 3.
Oh, never mind. that should be easy peasy right there.
Could be. The honey is working.
All right, next
I feel sorry for whoever she attacked.
Excuse me.
Fly ball right to Tommy Edman. That's landing that Matty gave that one up.
All right. You said
Seahawks. Dolphins. Seahawks won 24-3.
John picked Seahawks. Nick picked Seahawks. I picked Seahawks. K-Sat picked Seahawks. T picked the Dolphins. Okay, Seahawks. And then Seahawks.
All right, next game. Ravens, Cowboys. Ravens finally get their first win of the season. They win 28-25.
Everybody had enough of the Cowboy shit. Everybody picked the Ravens.
Jerry Jones is not calling out names.
Jerry Jones is a wild nigga.
No, Jerry Jones needs to be ignored. He needs to not be talked about on the show ever again.
Lions defeat the Cardinals 20-13.
Lions beat the Cardinals. All right, let's see who we got here. Anyway, go ahead.
And this is a game where our own Antonio was at on Sunday afternoon. His Rams defeated the 49ers 27-24.
We got to call it back.
Huh?
Never mind.
Okay.
You said 49ers and Rams. Everybody picked the 49ers except for Paco.
And then Sunday night, the Chiefs.
Oh, and Tig, of course.
Yeah. And then Sunday night, the Chiefs defeated the Falcons 22-17.
I was pretty gone at that point. I don't remember that Sunday night game.
You saw somebody get
I got
robbed
you.
again, but it's all good.
All robbed themselves.
No,
And
y'all
Nick,
know what the hell I'm talking about.
and,
These referees are getting on
I
my
know what you're
nerves for
talking about.
Kansas City.
and Nick, if they'd have kicked that field goal, then got the ball back and kicked the field goal again, they would have won the game. And I would have won my bet. But football guys don't like ugly.
Well, I kind of bet $50 that the Falcons wouldn't win more than 9 games, so I'm good.
All right. And then the Monday night, we had 2 games. Mark's Bills just steamrolled the Jaguars 47-10.
You're welcome, Mark.
Appreciate you.
'Cause Did everybody pick Buffalo?
Everybody but you.
I probably would have picked
See?
Buffalo.
If I would have picked Buffalo, y'all would have lost.
Everybody but you. I hate when Antonio. The thing is, I hate when everybody pick the Bills.
Because they end up losing 9 out of 10 when that happens.
I hate
Well, you
that.
know what sucks is because that game was late in the week where it kind of hinged, right? Who was gonna win or not? Like, it wasn't like on a Sunday. It was later on where it could have made or break your standings if you got standings,
And we normally struggle against Jacksonville. I told Dick and John that.
Jags are, I don't know what's going on, dude, but like they have the same coach. Trevor Lawrence is there. They have healthy team, I guess. They have Travis Etienne. They like rolled over into the season. I know they had last year was a bad how they ended things. They went on a bad streak, but it's probably the coach's message is getting lost. And this Bills team, they were being very conservative up until last night, dude. Like the Bills are, Josh Allen's like opening things up and getting the ball out, running more. He's going out there rushing more. And I'd be advised to say, Josh Allen, you don't need to be running the ball that much, but he is taking control of this offense. This is their best game of the year, I believe, that really dominated at home. So that's why I said this Bills team could be probably better than the one 2 years ago, even last year. But Josh Allen.
The difference with Josh Allen, I don't mind him running, is he's sliding more this year.
Right. Yeah. You needed that.
Except for the hit when he tried to be Superman to get into the end zone himself. But
I think every quarterback's gonna do that. You saw Tua last week. He had the first down already, but he decided, like, you know what? I forgot my head's loose, and then I was gonna go for it. Like when they get to the end zone, like John Elway, you remember that? Like, he got close, and then quarterbacks really feel it, and they just go. You don't want to see it, but it's.
Hey, listen, that's a competitive instinct that kicks in.
Yeah, no, and I'm totally down with it. It's just very hard. You can't switch it off.
I said, I'm assuming he's trying to say Guardians.
No.
What the heck is he saying?
No, he's not.
I know what
Ignore
he's
it, John. Ignore it, John.
Ignore it, John. I know what he's saying. I will explain to you later on. I know what he's saying.
Heck. I just saw the first 2 letters. Fat, come on, dog.
That's why you ignore it, John.
He said that. Yeah, he said that.
And look what Antonio goes to put on. Look what Antonio goes to put on, dog.
I saw that side.
Fat, he's an Indians fan.
He's an Indians fan too.
Oh, Fat, you crazy, man. I just really now caught on what you just said.
Fat, you rolling Saturday? Take a shot, nigga.
All right.
You're making John take a shot.
And then the final game, the Commanders defeat the Bengals 38-33. Jaden Daniels.
It was one person who picked the Commanders.
He looked good. That guy looked good, dude.
Who was that?
Shout out to my guy Nick.
Jaden Daniels.
You.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And that's it.
Yeah, Chief Wahoo. Solid to Chief Wahoo. Definitely. Shout out to Evan Oliver.
I won.
Hell yeah, you whooped ass. And then the listeners, Tig won.
All right. Okay. Hey, let's go to Antonio since he was back here. Since he's the second time back since he was here for the 2 days. You were at Rams versus the Niners. Give us a live report from everything you saw inside SoFi, from the game, the stands, everything. Give us a live report from how Sunday was for you.
I mean, obviously, when you get there, you just feel like you're at the wrong address. Sometimes you're walking through these people and they have like a red jersey on. And I went with a homie. He's a Niner fan, because I'm, a sports fandom. I can vibe with anybody. So he wore his white jersey, right? I'm like, dude, you're doing it all wrong. If you want to stand out, you're supposed to wear red like everybody else. Follow suit. I was joking with him, but no doubt when you walk in the stadium, there's red everywhere. There's red on the street, red on the sidewalk. There's more Frisco merchandise and the Rams merchandise in the stadium parking lot, which is pretty crazy. Like if I was a badass owner, I'd say like none of that. No, we want none of that outside the stadium. We don't want to promote anything. Nothing. Tailgate's fine. You're gonna do that, but they're really emphasizing like Levi South, and it's pretty insane. So it is. I mean, it is. I don't want to argue the numbers and everything, but I'm not going to admit it like that. But I'm just going to say if they want to travel all the way down here, just prepare it. It's going to be a long road back home in Frisco if you lose this game. So and which they did. But always when you're in a stadium, you never know. I could go to the restroom. I could get another beer. I hear a loud roar. I don't know who that's for. It's probably for the Niners though, because I'm getting confused out here. Like some play happens, I'm taking a piss, you hear rah! I'm like, all right, we did good. Like, no, Stafford fumbled or something like that. Like, that's really insane. Like you really don't know what's going on if you keep your eyes off the game, So this year, honestly, it was a lot. I didn't usually you'll see a couple of fights, shouting matches. We did not see that out here a lot. Even there was patrol out there. Everyone was pretty calm and tame from what I've seen. I mean, I could talk to anybody. My friends could talk to me or whoever could talk to me, very social like that. So I get it. Like Niners score first and I'm just sitting there. Everyone's going crazy. And they're like Levi South and all that stuff, Rams house. I'm like, you just got to sit there and you got to hope that in the fourth quarter that if there's an ounce, if there's an inch that we could come back, we'll get it. And trust me, I was hollering at the third quarter, fourth quarter. I was like, here comes that pick, here comes that fall. I'll just come out with some random stuff and people wouldn't say nothing. But it's always a good scene, always a good vibe. But I'm glad that game is out of the way because even last year, the Rams opened up against the Niners and we lost that game obviously. That was a close game too. At home in LA. But this time, we got the win. It wasn't a week 18 last year where we had Carson Wentz versus Sam Darnold. It was a legit win. This game's out of the way. Cool. The Niners are 1-2, just like us. They get to go all the way back up to San Fran or anywhere in the Bay Area or LA, wherever they chose to be Niner fans at. So, overall, great experience. Everyone, it seemed to me, looked safe. It was fun. We got the win. Our season's still alive, so we'll keep going.
My fault,
What is wrong with you, dude?
Hey, mind your business, John. Go ahead.
I'm Heidi. All that you was talking before earlier. Obviously y'all been dealing with. It was a lot of injuries in this game. Y'all didn't have Cooper Kupp or Puka. Your O line's been banged up. Obviously, the Niners didn't have McCaffrey
or secondary
or Kittle, and your secondary, no Darius Williams either. And now it sounds like McCaffrey went over to Germany to see if he can get
steroids.
Get that, I guess, that PRP and
That's
treatment.
the same thing that Kobe had.
Yeah, that's what he went there for. It sounds like he's
where
going
they
to be on the
spin
shelf
their blood.
for
Don't they spin their blood or something like that?
Wait, they spit in their blood?
Spin.
Spin.
Stupid, man.
I was about to say, whose blood? Why they spitting on him?
They were the first hawk too on that.
Wait.
That's crazy.
Wait, Chris McCaffrey gonna be out for how long?
They saying
I'm starting fantasy football league over again.
Mark
6 to 9
Mark
weeks.
had the first. You was obviously y'all was here for our first draft, and Mark had the first pick.
Hey, Jonathan, remember when I came on, the two Ram fans, the one kid was saying you gotta take CMC with the number one pick, and I had 2 number one picks in my leagues, and I completely passed on CMC. Now I know he would have taken him, but now if he's out with CMC with the number one pick, you definitely want to do a redraft in that fantasy league.
That's me.
But here's the thing with Mark. In our fantasy leagues that we've had, every time he's had the number one pick, it's been like a black widow.
It's been twice.
He had first time he had the number one pick, he took the consistent number one. That was David Johnson. He got hurt.
Oh, dude, that sucked, dude. I remember that one. I had Brady one year. The year Brady went down, I had Brady. That sucked.
With the ACL?
Yeah, back in 09 or 09.
Yeah. And then he had Christian McCaffrey this year. So,
Oh, fuck that.
my
bad, Nick.
How are you feeling about the squad in spite of all the injuries? Obviously, and I want to get a question.
Did you tell Late? Did you say hi to Late like you normally do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, Style Status. How do you feel about the squad this year?
What squad?
The Bushwhacker.
The 3 games, all the injuries. Yo, y'all relax. But how have you felt? Obviously, the 3 games, obviously all the injuries, and the job that McVay's been doing in spite of all these issues.
Hey, for me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. I think you could tell in the beginning of the season, the Ernest, like I said, the Ernest Jones information, that whole transaction it not only rattled the team, it rattled him because he kind of like his interviews haven't been like really clear and precise, a little obviously vague. And then after the Lions loss, they're gonna regroup, and then after the Arizona beat down, you felt like maybe it was getting to him. Like, what do they do now? Okay, so that wide receivers. You can't solve injuries. You can only and when you lose that many players, you have to like come up with something. So I think he handled this game pretty well, knowing the fact that it was going to be an even field because Niners were missing people too. So they've been very conservative. Even against Arizona, they were conservative. They weren't trying to. Once that game was over, I know they didn't take Stafford out. What McVay wanted to do is get some reps in, keep it slow, get the game over. Stafford, he had 23 passing plays, and even in the Frisco game, nothing over. I don't think he threw more than 25 attempts. They keep everything simple, precise, and they're not trying to win the game with 35 passes, 35 dropbacks, because they're going to nail Stafford because he's the one key that's keeping it all together, right? So he's handling it in a way where you're not going to put Stafford back there and try to make a play, although he's going to make a play if he wants to, if he can. But they're keeping him fresh so that when these tackles get back, Lark Jackson came back, get these injuries back, we got one win. Luckily, if we lost this game 0-3, now you're hearing talks around the league or analysts saying and just like on ESPN, dude, like they always want to sell the stock, like get rid of Stafford, get rid of Cup. Last year was get rid of Donald. Like, dude, relax. It's not baseball, man. Like, the football community, fan bases, teams, they thrive on this grittiness, and then when that leaves your team, then what else are you gonna do? So I think McVay's handled it. Week 3, he's probably gonna bounce back fine in week 4 against Chicago. That is still not a guaranteed win. I mean, I can see, who knows? I can see, Caleb Williams pulling a one out of his ass or whatever. Our secondary still is banged up. All McVay can do is plan accordingly, be kind of a little conservative. Kyron Williams had a lot of carries, and we didn't see one carry from Blake Corum, which is really weird because McVay is weird with his running back. It's like he does not it's like he's a chef and you get running back on the table. Like, no, we're not cooking that tonight. We're not doing that. We're not doing this. And then all of a sudden he'll figure what are we doing with this backup running back? Let's not focus on Kyron Williams getting 30 carries a game, dude. Let's get some other mixture in there. So I think going forward, he found a good balance in the passing game of not too many dropbacks. We just need our defense to keep us in the game.
Candace, what up? Long time no see. Glad you're doing well. Mike, like I said, I think Michael King is done pitching for the night. Well, y'all still winning, so it's still early.
What up, Candace?
Candace. But yeah, I'm glad we got our first win. Obviously, we still need to get more passing touchdowns. Tig just entered the chat, so put him down. Obviously,
Bo Nix is still dry.
Huh?
Bo Nix is still dry in the touchdown range, right? He has no passing touchdown, right?
No passing touchdowns yet. We gotta get a pass. We're not gonna be able to play that same running game. Look, I'm all for running the game first, but we can't get any passing touchdowns, and that's not gonna fly against Aaron Rodgers. So,
and what's up with Javonte Williams?
Yeah, what's up with Javonte Williams?
Well, I think our offense, our line's been good. It's just the fact that since Bo Nix hasn't been getting the ball down the field, he's been getting 8 in the box, pretty much.
He's been getting 8 in his box.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I said 8.
Wait, is that a solid toss?
Man, this episode with the innuendos.
Yo, F you.
All the innuendos are limitless in this chat.
They don't stop. They don't stop. Antonio.
8 in the box. 8 in the box.
But,
That's nasty work.
crazy. Well, Nick,
nasty.
so we talked about the Rams. We talked about the Broncos. Let's go to your Raiders. What happened?
You want to know what happened? We went into that game thinking that we were just gonna go ahead and beat them. Like I said earlier, it looked like the Raiders were game planning like Bryce Young was still out there. But the thing is, this is one of those things where, Antonio Pierce is still it's still very early in his coaching years. This is one of those things where that you have to learn from.
Nick, look, please tell they stop putting this false propaganda about our show out there.
She said, "Sorry, Antonio, I apologize. Sports4U corrupted her brain."
No.
Because the innuendos. Well, this is one episode. It's one I didn't hear it the last episode, so law of averages.
No, it'll be worse. But I think that we went out there and we just thought we was gonna go out there and just beat them. And you got to think about it like this: this team was motivated to show that the reason why they weren't winning wasn't because of them. That's what it came down to. They were like, "Look, give us a guy out here who's at least competent at quarterback and watch what we can do." And that's what they did. And shout to Andy Dalton. He made some great passes out there, some incredible passes at one point. He's looking like he did over there at Cincinnati at one point. And the Raiders, the pass rush couldn't get there for whatever reason it was. I have my theories for it. But whatever reason, the pass rush wasn't working. The Panthers were able to actually throw the ball, so it helped their running game get going, so they became balanced. So I think it was a punch in the mouth that we needed. I wish that we need to get more consistent with what we do. And, and that's something that he's going to learn as he goes along. But we need to be more. You can't win a big game like that and then, basically you fell for the trap. And it got you looking crazy because now we're going to go against Cleveland, who is another physical team, even though they're on the down spiral, whatever that's going on with them, but they're a physical team as well. And they have weapons out there as well. If our pass rush can't get through, if our pass rush the same way it was this week, next week, we might get steamrolled in this game too.
I think if you ask me, I think the Raiders, they're feeling good about winning in Baltimore, and then they go into Carolina. Like obviously, there's no game tape on Andy Dalton for like a couple years, but I honestly don't think that when they saw Andy Dalton's gonna start, like, oh no, what do we do? I think they were just on that Baltimore high, which is fine. That happens. They're on the, that happens. And they lost in Las Vegas, right? So they're probably feeling good after that win. So I think the one thing that Antonio Pierce did, the whole making business decisions, like I know a lot of people saying that he shouldn't have said out loud, which I agree with. I mean, you could, it's good to think like that, but 3 games in, you gotta wait a little bit, let them, monitor it. If people are not playing well, then you monitor them until there's 2 games they're not doing well, 3 games, and boom, then you get rid of them.
Oh no, I know who he was talking about. People tried to say it was Devontae Adams. It wasn't Devontae Adams. He was talking about I knew he was talking about He was talking about Jack Jones because I saw way more plays than just the ones that everybody's talking about. But it wasn't just Jack Jones either. It was a couple other players. So they definitely got to fix that. There's no way that we're trying to make we're not gonna win a division at all. We're trying to get we're trying to get one of these last playoff spots, and you can't get it playing like that.
Yeah, I think it's the Raiders. They should be okay. Everyone ahead of them, like Denver, New England, the Chargers, even Cleveland. There's a shot for the Raiders to turn around. It's very early.
Mm-hmm. It's all it is. We'll be all right.
And then mark your Bills. 47-10.
I mean, it's not really nothing to say. Josh Allen, I said, was going to win MVP. And our offense looks a lot different because It's not one receiver trying to force the ball to get to him. Now you don't know who the ball is going to.
Patrick Mahomes.
But
Oh, sorry about that.
Our offense
Oh,
isn't.
sorry.
Our offense isn't the standout. Our defense is playing amazing right now.
Like they usually do.
And that's what's going on right now. Like, I mean, Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Our offense is gonna be good, but our defense is really going crazy right now. So, props and salute to them.
Yeah. I got out of that win was what I told you at the beginning of the year. When everybody was talking about Miami or whatever, I was like, no, the Bills are going to be fine. Go ahead, Antonio.
Oh no, I was about Miami. They were my pick for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, I knew that. I was like, I'm telling everybody, because even people that was here that was talking when we discussing the division winners, I said no. I was like, the only team that I could see that could be something for the Bills would be the Jets. And from what I've seen so far, the Bills are okay.
Yeah, I had the AFCs. I had Dolphins, Jets, Bills, and that's not working out well.
Mm-mm. Oh no, that's not going down at all. Even if none of the injuries happened, I don't think it would have went down like that.
I don't know. I think Miami would have got it together, but it's hard to say now.
Miami beat Miami they are for the past 2 years.
So
we
Miami
Miami out.
Yeah, the
we
week 2
Miami
game.
And Tua was playing that game.
You know what's funny about that game? You know what's funny about that game? I think that game in week 2 when Tua got injured, that game was made for Buffalo, man, because the last two times that Buffalo went down to Miami, it was a Sunday afternoon. It was like 100,000 degrees on the field, and this time they made it a night game. And I'm like, what are you guys trying to do? Like, because Miami goes to Buffalo later, it's always snowing. So why don't you keep that game on a Sunday afternoon when it's 1,000 degrees?
Well,
fuck them in that cheating ass stadium.
And that cheating ass stadium don't mean nothing because it was week 18 to get into the playoffs to win a division, and we beat them in Miami.
Man,
and 1,000 degrees, so fuck them.
Man, Jermaine, JT was saying my Dolphins are 2-pack of ass right now. They're not making the playoffs unless Tua come back. By the way, anytime the Dolphins lose, I said I follow my man Tua. I'm man JT with March with the Mike podcast. He always posts a meme of Red going to cry in the car for Friday.
Man, nothing makes me happier than the Niners lose. I'm sorry. Even if the Rams have a terrible season, nothing makes me happier when the Niners lose. I've had nightmares of them winning the Super Bowl. That's how deep it goes.
I don't blame you, man. Only thing, Charlie Garfield, we ain't beat the Raiders in 8 straight years, and I lose sleep every year.
Hope that trend continues.
Wait, y'all haven't beat the Raiders in 8 years?
8 games in a row.
Eight games. That's 4 years.
It feel like 8 years. It feel like 8 years.
I was about to say, dog. 6-0-16 is wild.
Well, it's been the last 4. It feel like it because we've been so trash.
Well, that's how it was with the Patriots.
We're not gonna do that.
Right. It's one thing to lose to the Patriots. It's one thing to lose the Patriots, but to lose to the Raiders 8 straight times is really different.
Yeah, we ain't been good throughout that time either.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get to these picks for week 4.
So I got us 3. So I got Antonio, I got Tig, I got Lay.
How many spots we got open, Mark?
2, 3.
We got 3 spots open for the week 4 picks. Say put a hand emoji or say I'm in. If you want to be a part of the pick right now,
That's a jump to
we got you already.
Lay said put her in.
We already got you written down. Lay, you straight. So you're locked in.
He said put your hands up and say I'm in.
Mark, what did you just say?
No. I don't understand what that means.
And Bella? What? Hey, Nick, you didn't hear nothing, dog. Just relax, man. Mind your business.
Put you down.
All right. Go ahead, John. This is getting ridiculous.
He said that's. If anybody else want to,
we want to get this picks, and then we'll get the call on the names, and we outro. All right, going once. Anybody want to get in the pick? Going once.
He said, "I want the what?"
That
anybody want to send picks?
Anybody who wants to join the pick segment?
I'm already in, right? I'm already
We're
in.
counting down.
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting nervous.
You're good. 10, 9, 8, 7, chill. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Pat said he in.
Fat.
Now, Nick, I heard that too, dog. He was tripping, dog.
Okay, I know I wasn't tripping.
All right, if I could be the last one in.
Nick, how do you let anything Mark say surprise you?
Wait, I've been cool the last couple of days, man.
That's a crazy. What the heck?
Oh wait, no,
Well,
it wasn't. I started the morning.
Well, you said it wasn't a crazy train?
No, I started the group chat off crazy this morning.
Lady need to relax.
All right. Let's go. All right. My Thursday night, which is also my 40th birthday. By the way, the last time there was football on my birthday, these two teams played.
Oh, Anthony want to be in.
That's Tony. That's Tony.
That's me.
That's Tony.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
I'm just in the chat. I'm just in the chat.
Bella, you good? You good? You can be in the chat. You good? Bella, relax.
She said Google.
These two teams played last time. No, she said choo choo. But Cowboys and Giants from MetLife on my birthday Thursday night. Cowboys -6, by the way.
Cowboys and who?
The Giants.
Should I start the Cowboys defense this week?
Cowboys -6.
Fat got Cowboys.
No. On the road?
Yes.
But it's the Giants. So I'm like, it's like I'm fit. Well, I got the Vikings defense too. I think I'm gonna start the Vikings defense. They play Green Bay.
I mean, Dallas defense has not been good at all this year.
But they play in the Giants.
Yeah, I get that.
So Fat said Charles Haley. Tig said T.O. Oh, by the way, Antonio, when we make the picks, we play the Patino game.
Yeah, what is that again?
Are you familiar with the Patino game?
No.
So instead of saying saying it's the team, we say a player that used to play for the team back in the day. So that's why you seeing Fat. He said the Cowboys. He said Charles Haley. Tig said T.O.
Okay, all right.
Lay said
okay.
Miles Austin.
Bella said, "Let me ride that boat late."
Okay, all right. So whoever my team is, I just pick a player that used to be on the squad.
I'm gonna say yeah. Thank you, Sam. Russell Maryland.
Oh my God.
Oh, you said Michael Irvin?
Yep.
By the way, I saw him.
I got Hakeem Nicks.
Yes. Yo, did Lay say her boat is short?
Yes. Ask the mouth. But I got Hakeem Nicks though. I'm picking the Giants.
Antonio.
I mean,
Here we go. The pick is in, folks. Jason Sehorn, baby.
That's the name I heard in a long time.
Giants.
Giants.
Only one. By the way, NFL, can we not have the Giants and Cowboys play the next time on my birthday?
That's how the Giants and Cowboys play.
Well, I agree with that. All right, let's go to the first game on Sunday. And I'm really interested to see who Mark's going to pick in this game. We already know who I'm picking. It's Broncos versus Jets from MetLife. The Jets are -7.5.
Give me Michelle.
I hate you, dog. Couldn't play. I hate you, dog. Oh no, man.
Not Miss Michelle.
This is Michelle. No.
Let me get Curtis Martin.
He's stupid. Fast seven.
I don't ever pick the Jets, so
that's why I wanted to see what was he going to pick.
You know how you feel about the Jets?
Tig said Revis Island.
Except when he played against Stevie Jumper.
What Moss?
They said who?
Shit.
Antonio Cromartie and his kids.
All his kids. Okay.
That's a whole football team on their own.
Sam, well, by the way, Sam picked Cowboys
I
in
know.
this game. All right, who you got, Sam?
Antonio, who you got?
I'm gonna go with a Braylon Edwards. Whoa. He was with the Jets at one point.
Yes.
All right.
That he was.
He started with Cleveland, right?
Yes. He was trash everywhere he went.
You got something there. Cleveland.
Yeah, he was sorry as hell with the Jets too.
He couldn't catch a cold.
Nick, who you got?
And what? I said Curtis Martin.
Jets
Oh,
Broncos.
never mind.
Actually, I was gonna go with Curtis Martin too, but he took.
He would never pick the Broncos, of course.
Yeah.
I picked him before. Just not this game.
All right.
Curtis Martin was nice.
Baller.
Yes.
All right, next game. NFC North showdown. Vikings, Packers. Aaron Jones returned to green. Packers -2.5.
Jared Allen.
Sam says Broncos. He said Orange Crush, Al Cachet, and Rod. By the way, Jared Allen's being honored when the NFL goes to London. So shout out to him.
Why he from London?
I guess I don't know. Some of the Vikings do. I don't know.
All right. You said who, Nick?
Well, F you too. Like.
Oh, I got well, if you never mind. I got what you
Nick,
call
what'd
it.
you say?
Huh? I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Anthony Carter. I said who you pick?
Anthony Carter. Who did Anthony Carter play for? Vikings?
Anthony. I picked Jared Allen.
Talking about Chris Carter.
They got Viking.
Who that?
You
Who's Anthony Carter?
I do
he be
not know.
stroking.
That's Clarence Carter.
Oh,
That's Clarence Carter, fool.
be stroking.
Give me the guy who just announced he got Parkinson's disease just today.
Anthony,
Favre?
dog, y'all tripping. Anthony Carter used to play for the what-you-call-us back in the day. This nigga fat saying all these old-ass players.
Wait, Anthony Carter was. Who was the?
He was with the Vikings.
Cowboy quarterback.
Legendary wide receiver from the Vikings.
He
Oh,
was. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Quincy Carter. That was Quincy Carter. My bad. That's from Georgia.
Yeah, that was Quincy Carter.
There has been a lot of good Carters.
All right.
You got Packers.
Packers.
Who they got? Oh, Fat got Vikings.
Yes, I saw Vikings. They got Vikings.
I don't know who Tig got. They got Moss.
He said Moss.
Antonio,
Give me
who you got?
Give me Robert Griffith. Y'all know Robert Griffith. You know that.
Sterling Sharp. Okay. Yeah, I know he is. Damn. Give me the second best DN of all time. Yeah.
John Randall?
No, the second best of all time is what I said.
Reggie White.
Is what I said.
Back when I was a fetus.
I didn't know you picking Bruce Smith.
Back when she was feeding?
No, Bella said she used to be
She was breastfeeding?
No, a fetus, man.
No, I said the best. I said the second best.
Oh boy.
As I said, Bruce
next
Smith.
game, NFC South showdown. We got the Saints and the Falcons from Atlanta. Yo, you're crazy. Falcons -1.5.
Hey, Bruce Smith is who Luther Vandross was singing to.
They had the same haircut.
You stupid word.
So it's Saints Falcons.
I got.
Yeah. Give me Roddy White. No. Don't give me Roddy White. No, I'm gonna go. Don't want to go to Saints, man.
I thought John was sing a Luther song.
Come back to me.
What?
Let me think this.
I thought John about to sing a Luther song.
No, I did not say that. By the way, ladies say Michael Turner.
Tony Gonzalez.
Okay. Falcons.
Who is it? Saints and Falcons. Who you got?
He says Sack.
Ricky. Fat got the Saints. Rest in peace to Pops.
Yeah, of course. He said Ricky Jackson. Wait, We on Saints and the Falcons, Tig. We're not on the Tampa Bay game yet. Yeah, give me. I'll stick right away. Give me Falcons.
Delay pick.
Yeah, of course. Speak the former Charger. By the way, Antonio. Notice about Lay's pick. She said she always finds a former Charger on one of the teams that she picks.
Okay, all right.
Come on, damn spark plugs.
Who you got?
Let me go with Devery Henderson.
He's one Saints. By the way, Sam said Sam Mills, rest in peace. So he picked the Saints.
I know I got Saints. And give me, you said it earlier. Give me Quincy Carter.
All right.
Respect to Georgia. Watch your mouth.
Okay. I guess we all know Tig picked the Bucks in this game. He says, but it's Buccaneers versus Eagles in Tampa. Give me Jason Kelsey.
You got Eagles. Tig got the Bucks.
Tampa. By the way, that Saints Falcons games, it's always a toss up, man. I like that game.
Yeah. Let me get Derek Thomas. Derek Thomas.
That's why I was struggling.
Why I said Derek Thomas? Derek Brooks, my fault.
What?
Rest in peace,
Tupac.
No, I said Derek Thomas. I meant to say Derek Brooks.
Okay. Give me Simeon Rice.
Hey, you know there's people that actually believe Derek Brooks was better than Warren Sapp on that defense?
Who Lay got?
Oh.
Derek Brooks was nice though. Ryan Matthews.
Derek Brooks was very important, but we all know Warren Sapp was the best player on that defense. So what he did was she got Ryan Matthews for the Eagles.
That fat guy who?
I haven't seen his pick yet.
He hasn't said his pick yet.
Relax.
He hasn't seen his prick yet.
Wow.
Anthony, who you got?
Eagles and the Buccaneers, Pat. Y'all chill.
It's on me.
Eagles and the Buccaneers, Pat. Yeah.
All right. I'm going Keenan McCardell.
Damn, that's a name I ain't heard in a long time.
Keenan McCardell. Oh, okay. He picked Buccaneers. Fat picked TO, so he picked the Eagles. Keenan McCardell. My way, I think he's the wide receiver coach for the. I think he's the Vikings wide receivers coach. I think. Now.
Yeah.
Sam getting it. We can see
Sam. All right. Next game we have Bengals Panthers. Sam said Jerome Brown, Reggie White, rest in peace.
The Andy Dalton revenge game. Don't forget.
Andy Dalton returns to Cincinnati.
Well, it's in Carolina. Is it? Yeah, it's in
No,
Carolina.
I think
Bengals
it's in Carolina.
Are they going to be 0-4?
If he lights them up, man, it's
Yeah.
He's not going to light them up.
It is Carolina. It's in Carolina. I don't know why I thought they keep someone saying it was Cincinnati.
Well, history has shown this is the game that the Bengals win. So I got the Bengals.
Give me one of the best route runners we ever seen.
Ocho.
Said him too.
Ocho Cinco.
So she said Bengals.
I got Boomer.
Sam said Bengals.
What about her Bengal?
Yeah, you're stupid.
Carl Pickens.
Tig say Ocho. And then
everybody got the Bengals.
Yeah, and then Nick said the Bengals. Who you got, Antonio?
We're gonna go with TJ. Who's your mama?
TJ, who's your mama?
Who's your
you definitely get the show. All right, next game. I don't. Who's your Mazada? Who's your mama? Well, what the hell used to call him? TJ Wobble your mama? No, he said that about Wendy. Jaguars, Texans.
Wait, TJ wobbled your mama?
JJ SWAT.
Let her talk. No.
What's the next game?
Jaguars, Texans.
JJ Watt.
JJ's what?
SWAT.
That's crazy. Yeah.
If this show was on the radio,
Give me,
I mean, maybe.
Andre Johnson.
If this show was on the radio, then what?
Give me Giannis.
Oh no, like we having the dump
He's saying
button, the dump button all day.
Deshaun Watson.
Lay said, give her Jonathan's cousin.
17 would definitely have a dump button.
That weirdo Arian Foster.
Lay said, Jonathan's cousin.
Can you take two?
I said Mario. If I said Mario Williams,
Fuck that nigga.
talking about stole money.
That's hate. Hey, who signed him?
Weirdo Aaron Foster.
Nico Ryan's.
You want the coach?
Nice.
No. What coach signed him?
Ball Nation. Say what?
Who was the Bills coach when they signed him?
Hansy Watson. Antonio.
Which game we on?
Well, that was what 12?
Are we on the Cleveland game?
It wasn't Jim Schwartz because he was at DC.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Who was they coach when they signed Mario Williams?
It was Rex Ryan.
Oh,
was it Doug
Houston?
Ryan?
Could be.
Yeah, we're in the Houston. We're in the Houston game right now.
No, Rex didn't come to the squad in 2016. They signed Mario Williams in like.
All right, let me see.
Who was our coach when y'all signed
Might
Mario
have been Marone.
Williams?
All right.
I'm Jacksonville's doing
Who
back.
you got, Tony?
I'm gonna go with the David Carr.
David Carr.
John, you got the Texans, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got the Texans. Hey, Rex Ryan, middle name is Ashley? What a simple slut.
What you just say?
Ryan.
I hate Rex Ryan.
All right, next game. Steelers, Colts.
Next game.
Rex Ryan's middle name is Ashley.
Wait, what year you said he was
Steelers,
signed?
Colts from Indy. Steelers -1.5. Say it again.
What year you said they got Mario
Steelers,
Williams?
I think it was either 2011 or 2012.
That was Chan Gailey.
It might have been 2013, but it was somewhere between there.
Chan Gailey.
Wow.
For sure.
I totally forgot Chan Gailey. Yeah,
They did
I
too.
remember. Yeah, he left Georgia. He left Georgia Tech and came back to the NFL. Steelers and the Colts, man.
Steelers and Colts.
This dude been on Twitter just wilding. So give me Antonio Brown.
Have the Steelers had an easy schedule?
ESPN. That shit is crazy.
You got Steelers. Tig got Steelers. You know what? Give me Bob Sanders. I think it's time for. Oh shit, they quarterback. All right. Yeah, give me Bob Sanders.
So both quarterbacks are never mind.
Bob Sanders.
Phillip Rivers, of course.
By the way, this argument on 710 about Phillip Rivers, should Phillip Rivers be in the Hall of Fame?
Wait, what are they saying?
Because some people think he shouldn't.
But they think Eli should?
Listen, my man Burke. Well, Antonio will tell you because he listens to 710 like me.
I did. Was it in the?
If
was
I'm
it in
not
the
mistaken,
AM or-
Antonio, wasn't Berkeley's point was yeah, Eli got the 2 Super Bowls over Brady, but he didn't see Phillip Rivers as the top 5 quarterback. But if you look at Phillip Rivers' numbers, he's 6th all-time in passing.
Yeah, I think that's for Phillip Rivers to be in.
Phillip Rivers was never the
like he got a lot of accolades, but he wasn't really in MVP contentions. He doesn't have a Super Bowl berth. He's been into maybe one AFC title game. I don't know when he last time he led the league in passing. He's a great quarterback. He's more of volume and compiler, but he has, he had that one run when he beat Manning, and then got to the AFC title game, but Even if he got a Super Bowl berth, I don't know if he's. I don't think he's going to be eligible, or I don't think he has enough weight.
Eli Manning has 244 interceptions.
You talking about Phillip Rivers?
No.
Yeah. Well, I think Phillip Rivers doesn't have enough weight. The body work is not there for me.
Phillip Rivers is an 8-time Pro Bowler.
I don't know, man.
I like
wait.
Team success. He don't have enough weight or individual.
Yeah, like team success. Not enough weight.
He has more Pro Bowls than Eli and Ben Roethlisberger.
Maybe some of those Pro Bowls, the quarterback backed out, and now he's in a Pro Bowl.
Nah, he's better than both of them. I am sorry. They just both teams.
Let's go back to the game.
No. Hell no.
Man. I say
if you're telling me on a playoff run,
I would know.
If we're doing a playoff run, which quarterback do I want? It's gonna probably be Big Ben, Eli, then Phillip Rivers. If we start the playoffs, which quarterback do you want? That's pretty much how you got to go.
Eli Manning has 2 runs. They weren't even based off of him. His defense carried them.
But he also didn't make mistakes though. He didn't, like Flacco. He did not make mistakes going on those Super Bowl runs. Yeah. He did not make a lot of mistakes.
Steve Spagnuolo is the greatest defensive coordinator of all time because of all the championships he won as defensive coordinator. Those coaches that won with the head coaches would not have won without him at all.
I understand. You're not wrong. But if the playoffs start, Manning didn't make a lot of playoffs, but when he did, he went did the full ride twice. Rivers, Rivers had a squad, dude. They lost to the Jets at home in San Diego. That you can't. They were the number 1 team, 14-2 in 2007. You can't do that. He had I want to say, I know he definitely had a pick in that game. He might have had 2, and it's just like you got to do better than that. If you have LT on your team, there's no way you're losing. You should not be losing those. You should not be losing those games.
That was the game where the dude had fumbled the pick that he got from Tom Brady.
Yeah.
No, that's not on him.
Oh no! The Jets. No, the Jets. The Jets game. The Jets game. My bad. The Jets. No. The Patriots lost. Like that was tough because the Patriots pedigree, but they were still they were 14-2 that season. Now the Jets lost. They were probably, I don't know. I'm sure they had double-digit wins. But I remember watching that game, and the Chargers should have. They can't be losing to the Jets in 2009.
Was that Mark Sanchez Jets?
Yeah.
Nah, that Jets defense was crazy. I remember that. The Jets defense was crazy during that time.
Yeah, they were solid under Rosie Ryan or whoever that was.
They went to what, three AFC championship games? They lost all of them, but they went to 3 of them.
They went to
2 of them. There was 2 of them.
2 back-to-back.
2 back-to-back.
Let's revisit this after we finish these picks. Let's get back to these games because this is an interesting topic.
It's not.
To me, I think Phillip Rivers is Hall of Famer.
One quarterback is significantly amount of better.
Very good. Rams versus the Bears. Rams.
Wait. I get my pick.
Antonio's pick.
My Colts pick is Dominic Rhodes. Yeah. Dominic Rhodes. That's my pick.
Damn, I ain't heard that name in a long time. I got the Dwight Freeney.
I know, right? Newly inducted Hall of Famer. Now the next game is Rams versus Bears. We already know who Antonio's picking.
Let me give you a name real quick.
Antonio's picking Rams.
Of course, he's gonna say Keenan Allen. He's not even playing.
Dexter McCleon throwing it out there.
Youngblood.
Ooh, I ain't heard that name in a while.
Dexter McCleon, 2-1.
We already know fat. Dexter McCleon. Man, Dexter McCleon.
Sam picking the Rams.
Yeah, of course.
All right, John, who you got? Oh, your team-in-law. Got you. Right.
Listen to who's playing again?
Holy shit. John, you right. My bad, dog.
Which team-in-law he's choosing?
What team-in-law you
got? Uh-oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
you got to choose. Nah,
relax, bro.
You got to get the new one.
Oh, man.
Bend over is funny as fuck.
I don't know, man. I'm still waiting to see approach with them.
Azakim.
Man, give me
I got Musa Muhammad.
Yeah, because this person I'm calling out. This person is a subject for calling out names. Ty Gurley. It's a subject for calling out names, and Antonio knows where I'm going at when I said Ty Gurley. And Nick, you know why? You know what it is too.
Who Lay picked?
Oh, Lay picked.
She picked Khalil Mack. Picked the Bears. She got the Bears.
I got
the Bears too.
Khalil Mack. She said Khalil Mack.
This nigga said Jimmy Kumquat.
Yeah.
She picked the Bears?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a super shame, B. T, by the way, say that the Aces are packing the storm up. Oh, relax, Nate. Next game, Commanders at the Cardinals.
Ooh. Larry Fitzgerald.
Ooh. After I saw him drink that, I don't want to be prisoner to moment, but
Don't do it.
yeah, give me Sean Taylor, rest in peace. Especially after I saw his daughter on the pivot the other day. Shout out to Jackie Taylor.
Anthony, who you got?
Let's go Art Monk, baby.
Art Monk, Hall of Famer.
Nick, who you got?
Say it again.
Who you got? Oh, Commanders and Cardinals.
Oh, I got what you call it. Larry Fitzgerald.
That's what I was about to pick too.
Tig said RG3. Lay said Austin Eckler. You can't pick a player that's currently on the team.
She didn't do that. What you want to do?
John, you better not say the team. She said
right there.
She got the.
I'm not. I just pointed in the direction. All right. Sam said Darryl Green, Chris Samuels.
Sometimes you miss.
Yeah, give me we mentioned his name earlier. David Ball.
Yo, chill, Nick.
Give me David. What was his name? David Johnson?
Yeah.
All
right. Next game, Patriots 49ers.
Cool. You know something? Let me get Jerry Rice.
Garrett Nurse. Yeah, that was easy. Garrison Hurst. By the way, shout out the hype shout out the hype.
Nick, you got something from hype.
All right, for sure.
What the hell is Nick doing?
Hold on.
What the fuck is happening?
What happened, y'all?
What's going on over there?
Hey, y'all mind your business, dog.
That's not like them cats.
You having a cat orgy over there? Hey, somebody fucking a cat in John's backyard.
I don't know if it's my backyard, but it's somebody's. Fathead Deion Sanders.
49ers.
Lay said Junior Seau, rest in peace.
Wait, who? Patriots. Huh?
Yeah, and then Tig said Steve Young.
So everybody got the 49ers stuff for life.
I don't know who the heck was B talking about.
I'm gonna be a hater.
Antonio says Deion Branch.
It's gonna be a hater.
That's crazy. That's crazy that Tom Brady won a Super Bowl and that was his best receiver.
Sam said Ben Coates and Ty Law.
Sam said.
Oh, Ben Coates, Lawyer Malloy.
I don't know what he did. Yo, B, that is massive hate, bro. Yo, Nick, you and B gonna have a conversation after the show, man.
What happened? Hey, get the fuck out of here.
You and B gonna have a conversation.
Ain't that a bitch? That's funny as fuck.
Next game, back to the games. It's the Browns versus Knicks Raiders.
Come on now.
And Nick, man, turn off
Chuck.
the camera next time.
Lester
So
Hayes.
Browns versus Raiders.
Chuck Lester Hayes. Atkins. Marcus Allen.
By the way,
Howie
Raiders
Long.
-1.
Looking at the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Charles Woodson. Lay said she got Brown.
So I said Webster Slaughter. Well, I ain't heard that name in years. Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I beat Samuel C to that one.
I did.
Napoleon Kaufman.
Hey, Antonio, that name is restricted from this show.
Hey,
Napoleon Kaufman? All right, let me give you another one. All right.
Mark has an issue with Napoleon Kaufman.
Tory
And
James. Tory James.
This Sam went ahead and said it anyway.
nah. I'll tell you after the show, Anthony. It's nothing but love for Napoleon Kaufman. That's my guy.
Some just bad place wrong. It's just a timing thing.
Yeah.
Did you meet him in person?
All right.
He got Raiders and who? Oh, T got Raiders too. All
All right. And then the Sunday we got. Yeah.
right. Huh?
What?
Chiefs Chargers from SoFi. Chiefs minus 8.5.
They quarterback playing?
We don't know,
It don't matter.
but still,
Uh,
give me.
And as Charger fans, let me tell you something.
Trent Green.
They didn't suspend Derwin James because they was playing Kansas City. They
No.
suspended Derwin James because he got a history of doing this shit.
And by the way, they did have and Derrick Brooks upheld the suspension, so Derwin James will not play Sunday. But give me Patrick Surtain,
No, okay.
senior.
Oh, we know.
I was wondering who y'all picked when y'all got the AFC. Ben said they got his Charger.
By the way, Tig said Tony Gonzalez. Sam said Derek Thomas, RP, Christian McCoy. Shout out to Steve Atwater. Lay said she's down. Della said she's down with the Browns.
Everybody got the Chiefs.
Except Lay.
Except for like.
Dante Hall.
All right. Sunday night, we got Mark's Bills in Baltimore versus the Ravens.
We'll be down for Dante Hall.
Fast said Neil Smith. We got a Dante Hall reference. Hate him. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, let's punt to Dante Hall. Yeah, real genius, Mike Champion. Yeah, let's punt to Dante Hall. No, idiot. You don't punt to Dante Hall. All right. Fast said Ray Lewis. Tig said Ray Lewis.
What's the Sunday night game?
Tig said Ray Lewis.
Oh,
And the
Ravens Bills
are on their way to the next one.
Oh, who y'all got?
Yeah.
damn.
CJ Spiller.
I got Stevie Johnson. Wait, hold on. Ain't Derrick Henry up over there now?
Yeah. Because Jerry Jones.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm picking the Killers team.
They said Terrell Suggs. Sam said Peter Ballwire and Terrell.
Going with Jermaine Lewis.
Lewis. Titan. Another Raven. All right, former tight end.
Fast said who? Right, what's
Yeah.
good?
Bella says she's picking Taker. Then we got more too, and then we got 2 Monday nighters again.
Give me Don Beebe.
Then we got Titans and the Dolphins in Miami. Oh my God, this game's gonna be trash.
Titans and
Yeah,
Dolphins.
that's gonna suck. Why would they put that?
Will Levis versus Tyler. think they won.
It's gonna be
They weren't
terrible.
expecting Tua to knock himself out again. But I guess give me Eddie George.
Titans. Were they playing in Miami?
Yeah, in Miami.
Give me Jason Taylor. You know what I'm saying? First fool got to win or something.
Shout out to George.
Lindell White.
Of course, you're gonna pick Mike McDaniel. Sam said Sam Madison.
Lay picked the D. Nick picked USC.
Haywood Jeffries.
Sam Madison, Chad Crowder.
Haywood Jeffries. Wow, you can tell that's an old school name. Oh,
Snowflake.
Another reference to Little Giants.
Ray Finkel?
Snowflake?
No, Ray Finkel.
Wait, that's
No,
Ace
it's
Ventura, right?
Ace
Ace Ventura. That's Ace Ventura. I'm thinking Icebox.
Ja Morant.
Wait,
Icebox.
Mercury Morris. Who said John Morant? Should have said. Might as well say Yo got. Shut up.
Hate.
He's saying Tennessee. He going Tennessee. All right, and then the final game is Seahawks Lions in Detroit.
Sea Chickens and Lions, huh?
Ooh, I got the Lions in the Super Bowl, but
You lying?
But the Seahawks are 3-0 right now.
Yeah. I got Sean Alexander.
This is some bull.
And his like 12 million kids. Tig said Megatron.
Oh, Mercury
Antonio
Morris.
said Johnny Morton.
Mercury Morris died?
Yeah.
Wait, how long ago?
Like 2 days ago.
No way.
He died Sunday.
Oh, crap.
He died Sunday, yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, he died Sunday. He died Sunday morning.
Oh, no wonder why it got lost in everything
way,
because it's football.
Is this? I didn't know. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. If anybody can confirm that Icebox from Little Giants is now doing adult movies,
I'm definitely not about to look that up. There's no way.
Who do you think that's that?
Yeah.
Because just show luck. He's making the poor movies that you don't want to see.
Since you want,
I mean, her name is Becky.
Since you're so curious, why don't you go find out and don't tell us the results? Said Mo told her. Yeah, just throw Mo on the bus. Fat said Andre Ware. Give me Ricky Waters.
For who? For what?
Seahawks and Lions.
Give me the best running back that ever played.
Uh-oh. You gonna start a debate?
Didn't play for the Lions?
I said give me the best running back that ever played.
Oh.
For who? For what?
Ain't no debate.
Yeah, ain't none. All right.
Well, we know who would have been the best if he wouldn't have got hurt, but I'm just gonna
Monday
leave that
night.
alone.
It's the final game. It's Seahawks and Lions. Right. And those are the picks. All right. Mark, your call.
We can call names quick.
All right. Let me go ahead and start. It's time for the final segment.
Oh, shit.
All the imitated, never duplicated. It's time for calling out names. All right, let me start calling out names with this.
Walter Payton didn't play for Detroit. I didn't say Walter Payton. I said the best one about this.
I'm calling out my man DeMarco Farr. DeMarco Farr yesterday on the radio was saying that trying to figure out what LA Rams deserve a statue. Obviously, Aaron Donald's one. He made the case. He was trying to make the case to give that Ty Gurley deserve a statue.
No. Next question.
Basically, right. Not. Next question. My next call out names is for Jerry Jones.
No, this is mine too, but go ahead.
Oh, you got the
No.
No. If you got that, go ahead. But my thing was, I think we got for two different reasons. Okay, my call out names for Jerry Jones was saying that the team. He's saying that the Cowboys couldn't afford signing Derrick Henry in the offseason.
That's what I had him for.
Although you had him for the other thing.
What other thing? Nigga. No.
All right, but no, that's why. No, you're giving Gurley no statue, Sam. Stop.
So what? What has he done?
Out of here. Who? Barry Sanders?
No, tell him on Ty Gurley. No, Ty Gurley.
No, Ty Gurley.
No statue. I love Gurley. He's not getting no statue.
Watch your mouth when I talk about the University of Georgia running back. You heard?
He can get a statue at Georgia.
Watch your mouth.
Can he get a statue
Pretty
at
much.
Georgia?
No, but watch your mouth.
Exactly.
So why would he get a statue at the
I'm
Rams?
not saying he should get a statue. Just watch the Oh, y'all
Oh,
with the
God.
players, all right?
Hey, my favorite player.
Todd
was
Gurley
Georgia.
does not deserve
Cool.
nothing outside of
That's not, we're not
SoFi.
talking about
For
him.
what?
We're talking about
Yeah, he didn't even play in SoFi.
There's only one person.
He wasn't even. He
That's how
played
you
there,
know.
but he wasn't. It was a wrap by the time he was there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, Cam
No,
Akers started.
He didn't play at
pretty much started
SoFi.
running back there.
he had like 2
No,
years
he
in
didn't play.
SoFi.
Antonio's right.
It
He
was
never
2
played
years.
SoFi.
he didn't play so far.
2.
He never played. I was getting ready to
They didn't. Gurley after that Super Bowl. No, he was done. He went to Atlanta.
They had him for like a year after that, and he got
didn't
cut.
play no
That's
games.
absolutely
He never
right.
played SoFi. He only played in the Coliseum.
Exactly.
Yeah, they had him after that year, and then he got cut, and he signed with the Falcons, and then it was a wrap.
Wait, they went for the statue in front of stadium he never played in?
Exactly. How the Rams paycheck was real nice. But Jerry Jones, saying that they couldn't sign Derrick Henry. But I'll let Mark continue on that.
But watch how y'all talk about Todd Gurley. He went to Georgia.
Mark Gurley's nice.
Hey, didn't he get hurt at Tennessee?
What was it?
Jerry Jones.
Oh, Jerry Jones said he couldn't afford Derrick Henry because he had to pay Trey Lance. That's all I gotta say.
Trey Lance.
Wait.
He gave Trey Lance $5.3 million. We're still paying the $5.3 million on his rookie deal, but they couldn't give Derrick Henry $8 million.
What? No. Let's get this right.
And
let's break down how crazy this is. Hold on, y'all. I got this. So you say that you couldn't get Derrick Henry because you had to pay Trey Lance. Let me break down how insane that is. First and foremost, the statement in itself sounds wild. It sounds like a statement you shouldn't even say in real life. Second of all, you really chose to pay a backup quarterback over one of the best running backs in the league when y'all have a team that is built to run the ball. But y'all want to go sign Zeke. Jerry Jones is stupid. He is stupid. This dude is. I've seen this before. I've seen this with Al Davis. This dude he needs to go ahead and just leave it alone. This is crazy.
Hey, and the conversation between him and Jamie Foxx gotta chill.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there. That was disgusting. Nick, what you got for calling out names?
I got the entire Raiders coaching staff. What the hell was y'all thinking? Y'all got to figure this out. You can't be losing games like that. Y'all got to string together wins. I'm tired of seeing the Raiders win games they shouldn't win and lose games they should win. I'm tired of seeing that. This is ridiculous. I am so tired of seeing this. Like, dog, this is a game. You got to think about it like this, dog. Look, we lost against the Chargers. We beat the Ravens. Okay, you ride this high. You got a team that you should be able to beat in Carolina. You win this game. We're 2-1, and then we play against Cleveland, another team that's struggling. We win this game. We're 3-1. Come on, dog. And even in the Chargers game, if they made stupid mistakes in the Chargers game, if they wouldn't have made those mistakes, who knows how that game goes? They need to figure. There's certain stuff they need to figure out, dog. They need to work it out. They're a young coaching staff, so I'll give them that. But they need to work this out.
All right, Antonio, who you got for calling out names?
All right. It's actually a good segment by you guys. By the way, I've heard this before, and it's very. I don't know a show that does this, so this is pretty interesting. Although I'm gonna go off the top of my head and say that Tom Brady, he needs to do a lot better. I know everyone was saying I didn't hear the live broadcast, but I went back. I watched the YouTube highlights of most of the games of the Sunday season or Sunday games that I missed, and man, he was in the words of Double Dutch, this guy was getting caught up with the ropes between the plays and the snap calls and his partner. Tom Brady needs to do a lot better in his role as a game and broadcaster. It just wasn't really sounding good, and you could tell his partners like he's bringing him along. He's kind of like making it easy on his way in, but Tom Brady needs to get a little better in calling these plays and not interrupting the game and the game action.
Jeez.
I mean, that's off the top of my head. Next time I'll definitely have more more calling out names. I mean,
You should call out 49ers fans.
hey, if you follow my Twitter,
All right,
that's
we gonna
all
get
I'm
up out of
doing.
here.
If you follow my Twitter, like my one thing, the Niners
wow.
fans, it's just 1994 was a long time ago. I show them the best-selling car in 1994. I tell them the best hit CD. I tell them their rings are all rusty. Like in 1994, this is what you were wearing. Like it's a long time ago. Like they want to keep. I mean, they're paper champions at this point, you know.
Uh-oh.
They're only getting
Hey,
older,
trust
my
me.
man. They're only
We have a couple homies who are Niners fans. They always bring up the fact that they beat the Broncos 55-10. So I know.
like the Niners. Like the Niners did
I know
nothing.
you had the feeling. I got a couple homies who always bring up the Niners.
$1994.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is calling out names. All right, before we get up out of here, Antonio, tell them where they can follow you on social media and everything you got going on.
All right, guys. On game days when the Rams are back at SoFi, follow me at AntonioDR31 on Instagram or my podcast page, Crowd Noise Weekly. Also live tweeting at AntonioDR on Twitter or X, however you want to call it. You can find me there. I do a live podcast on Facebook under Anthony Rincon. I'm trying to get back into that, but mostly I'm on the socials doing live stuff. When the Rams are not in town, I'm still live tweeting all the games of the day in the afternoon.
So yeah, Antonio DR on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow him. He's a good follow, especially on Rams Twitter. Friday night, we'll recap Thursday night football. We'll update the final standings right now. It's going into the final weekend of Major League Baseball, and look ahead more to the big game with Mark's Georgia Bulldogs versus Bama, and it'll be a day after my 40th birthday. So I say this now in advance for all the love y'all. If y'all do plan on sending me, thank y'all. Again, thank y'all now in advance. I appreciate it. Again, that's at Antonio DR. On Twitter for Anthony. I want to follow Anthony at Antonio DR31. And Antonio DR31.
Everybody bring who gonna be here Friday? If you gonna be in the comment section, everybody bring a shot glass. We all taking a shot for John's birthday. So be prepared. Welcome to the 40 Club, sir.
Yeah, so 48 hours to I join the 40 Club.
You can put on.
Yo, relax.
All right, my bad.
All right. Well, thank y'all again for watching the show. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, like, share, like us on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram, Sports4U Podcast. Follow me at John Watson 0984 on X and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at HiOnMark and HiOnMark1 on X. Nick, shut up. No Rules tomorrow night?
For sure.
No Rules Podcast with him, Ill Will, tomorrow night. Instagram at No Rules Podcast on Instagram. That's NORLEZ Podcast on Instagram. Follow Nick on X and Instagram at 99Gorilla. And again, follow Antonio on Instagram at AntonioDR31. This has been another great episode of Sports4U. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick Freeze. That's Antonio. We'll see y'all Friday. Thank y'all for the love, and we'll see y'all on Friday. And peace out.